Octane Finals this weekend. Today is Play versus Finals. $1,000. That's right. $1,000 is on the line. First place walks away with $700. Second place walks away with $300. And for all of these teams who have worked so hard all semester long, this is their chance to compete for something that truly matters. Yes, money, but also the glory of bringing the spring championship back to your college, back to your homeland here in Play versus. Guys, I'm Zephyr. Welcome back. It's good to see the majority of you. Kindly Monkey Crap 2-3. There we go. Sick by birth. Go SSC Apex. We're just going to have to wait and see whether you're a fan of somebody, nobody, or another. Tonight is the night that decides it all. All right. Games will be starting hopefully shortly. A couple of fair warnings. This is Play versus Apex. We do not have official codes. If this is your first time checking out Play versus, what does that mean? Well, it just means you're going to see a lot of Team 1, Team 2, Team 3, Team 4 up on your screen. So, I will be doing my best as we make our way through the night to discuss which team is which. I will say we do have something absolutely wonderful. Other than, I would say, Kennesaw State. Kennesaw State is going to be in positions Team 7 and Team 9. Yeah, there I can see them right now. Other than those two teams, it will be ranked from 1st all the way down to 20th appropriately. That means your best teams are going to be the teams that have the smaller numbers, i.e. Team 1, 2, 3. And then the teams that were on the lower end of our leaderboard overall, they're going to be down in Team 16, 17, 18, etc. So even if you don't know who a team is, you can kind of assume how good they are based off of their number. So if you see those high-oriented teams like Team 1, currently SJSU, you know they're fantastic, right? If you see squads like Texas A&M, Texarkana, Team 2, they're damn good. Is LCQ today? Sunseeker, welcome back, my man. No, LCQ is not tomorrow. Tomorrow's my birthday. It is Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday will be LCQ. Welcome, Crump. Welcome, Kanji Character. Texarkana, welcome back. Zachary, of course, full set lobbies tonight, albeit we are missing a few here. I'm going to pull this away to the end game while we wait. The recording is still stuck on High School Apex. Hey, guys, look at this. A blast from the past. This is crazy. I got High School Apex playing. You guys get a little bit of a notion of how my system works here. Are we going to be a 2-minute delay? Restart? Okay. It's going to be 2 minutes till the game starts, but thankfully nothing has happened yet, so no big deal. Which lobbies? There we go. Nice. We're all switched over. I'm going to pull this back to face cam while we wait. Got to get that 2-minute delay going. Should be just fine. Don't worry about me. Just fixing it. Happy early birthday. Thank you so much. Tomorrow's my birthday too. No way. Absolutely. I think it's interesting that Empire picked up UHE JV and not their varsity. I don't even know if University of Hawaii's varsity is going to stick around for long enough. Wild Panda Hoss, welcome. Not Koryu, welcome. Wait, how does the stream work? Sunseeker, I've got 2 PCs. So this is the primary streaming PC where you see my beautiful face. It's got the camera, the production, etc. I have a secondary PC that's got Apex. Now, I live in Bum, so it's not the best in terms of my kbps or the system I use for my connection. And so the best way for me to get as good of a quality as I can offer is to use 2 PCs. That secondary PC is just strictly linked to this one through a wired connection. And, yeah. Yo! Jack! Palm, if you want me to say it like that. But Jack, thank you so much for the subscription. 6 months. A 6-month streak. That is my man. Jack, I gotta mark you down here, bud. Where are we rocking with? I know you're on here because I've written it down before. Oh, it's somewhere. Oh, right there. There he is. Jack, thank you so much. You chose orange last time, and that means you're going to get a little dose of orange this time again, next to me and Wizard. How do you know that? You can't even see that. He's right next to you and Wizard. And we'll give you the extra marks because you've been subscribing for so long. We're starting by Gotta Focus. Hey, sounds good. 2-minute delay looking good? All right, sweet. We got a 2-minute delay ready to go. Server is starting. I'm going to pop in just so you guys can see the teams as they flesh out here. It is still 2 minutes till the games start. I can make it out even if it's blurry. That's pretty impressive. Hey, honestly, I'm as ready as the rest of you guys. I'm sorry, I have been reading chat so much here. Viking Cool Guy, I'm going to go back. What lobbies will we be streaming for Octane? I have not yet decided. If you have a preference for the lobby I should stream, I'd love to hear it. Right? Because Lobby A versus Lobby B, as well as those higher tier lobbies. I gotta see. JC did it. Thank you for the like, my man. Singular likes on the board and appreciation nonetheless. Are you actually in the lobby? No, I'm not. Zephyr Observes is in the lobby. This is Zephyr Casts. Zephyr Casts. Zephyr Observes. Very simple. Also, that's a lot of money. Two PCs over the course of, like, I've had a PC since I was 12. Getting 2 of them, not crazy. Is Sac State players in here today? Pings, no Sac State. Sadly, Sac State does not compete in play versus. So, unfortunately, it's just not part of the equation for these rosters. The best rosters in this particular competition is going to be like SJSU, Kennesaw State, Texas A&M, Texarkana. Is SJSU 2 subs? No, this is the roster they use to compete in play versus. So half It's Me Angle and Ton of Claymaster have been in play versus almost all semester long. We have seen Viking Cap, we've seen Shmub. Heck, I even think we got a little dose of Nkosu a while ago. But they're not always there, right? And honestly, you'd think they'd play their absolute best rosters. But remember, SJSU is currently in the lead 4 points right now. Does that mean they're the best? I'm not quite sure. But it definitely means they are competitive. There we go. Platform icon. Nice. Fix that one up. All right. Game is starting. Misplays. How do I get better at Deadlock? Yeah, it's just the wrong place, wrong time. Wrong place, wrong time. Hydrate. Soares, I'm going to level with you. If I hydrate today, I will vomit. I'm just going to put that right out there immediately. The next sip of water in my body will make me vomit instantaneously. Okay? So we're going to have to be very respectful of that, etc. Don't make me send Zephyr what you've typed or talk about the Japan incident. What are we talking about in chat? I mean, I know you went to Japan, Misplaced, but I'm not quite sure what FPS Aether did. We had a player drop right before the game starts? Tamut, you literally have a player drop out of finals the moment before finals started? You've lost a player? Craze? Why did Craze drop? Discode? Unless you mean Discord. I'd be mad as... Yeah, son. I'd be mad as heck too. Especially because Craze ain't that bad. Texas A&M, Texarkana, though. Oh, disconnected. Okay, you don't mean... Okay. He's still here. I was going to say, Craze is a good guy. And Craze is talented. I highly doubt that's an issue. What is going on today? Oh, dear. Looking like we're having some frame rate issues. This might be a non-private lobby issue. Be careful about how quickly you switch between teams today. All right, well, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Now he's right here, just upset. 50% needed to crash. 50%? Soares, thank you so much for the 55 stream. Fun fact, 55 is a little bit bigger than 50%. Guys, 50% for a restart is crazy. Yeah, we're going to need about 30 players to accidentally disconnect. Yo, thank you for the alert, Grap. That's absolutely insane. All right. So as you guys can see, you got the team numbers on the board here. I'll do my best to see. I'm confused on what this is. Sunseeker, this is Play Versus. Play Versus is an alternative league that college competitors can compete in, very similar to Octane or NECC. It's the same concept, right? You sign up, you compete against other college teams. It usually plays on Thursdays here within the community. Oh, I'm trolling. I thought this was Octane. No, Octane is Saturday and Sunday this week. You got Octane's last chance qualifiers this upcoming weekend. For now, we'll tune in with none other than Kennesaw State Gold there. You can see him on the other side of Countdown, Kanji character, Wrecked Emporium, and Enlightened on the other side. Of course, I get DC'd. It's a change. I'm just so excited for LCQs, bro. I know, you got to keep it in. You got to save it. We're going to get to it. I just hit 10,000 steps, by the way. Don't know how that's possible. I'm sitting. Team 6 is none other than St. John's University, the best of this roster. They usually call themselves the Chuds. I'm not even kidding you. Chud Monk represents. Observer got to fix their internet. I will say, Jack, it has more to do with the fact that these are not private codes. Remember? These are public lobby codes. Every single time you have to change out of them, too. Speed Demon, good to say him. I will say, hopefully we'll see a recovery here. Looks like we do have the entirety of Kennesaw Black on the other side of St. John's. It looks like Limbox has changed their name today. I know he likes Samurai as a word and as a name for himself. Fun fact, did you know Limbox's email has Samurai in it? Didn't know that. I knew that. Anyways, 10,000 imaginary steps. I'd be grinding. I'd be walking them out. Another team back to Kennesaw State Gold here on the other side of Countdown. Looks like they've closed the gap against their competitors for the time being. Last time we had checked, they were on that north side. Now, sniped from the low ground. Kanji wrecked, though. They want to take advantage of anything they can find. It's none other than the Seminole State College of Florida. Now, usually, this is a team that likes to play slow. Out for the macro, into the center of the zone. But remember, when there's 17 plus squads still alive in your lobby, you don't have the choice to just directly rotate here. So for Kennesaw State, they found Seminole State College of Florida caught out here on the risers. And honestly, if they continue to stay there, I expect, yes, the full send from Kennesaw. Wrecked Emporium down for the teleport with Enlightened still up there on the trade. Being back and dropped by Mr. Ranger. It's a good control from Seminole State. All right, immediately we're going to have that altar teleport in the Seminole State College of Florida. If they want to get this full thirst, have to be moving on. There's the full extent. Mr. Ranger will go down. Yo, Audubon. What up, my man? Audubon, thank you for the follow. Good to see you for the gin. You guys can take that conversation out to Wyoming when you get the chance. Well, looks like Seminole State College of Florida, a great first piece of the day. Team 16, Western Nebraska Community College, is going to be that third party to these rosters here. I will point out in the feed that Texas A&M Texarkana just faced a knock of one. Bandana going hands. Wyoming in his good hands? Now, you got to delete the patron first to say goodbye to Wyoming. Now, we'll pop on over to SJSU. Haven't seen much of them from their rotate out acclimatizer, but they are immediately finding life green down here on the side of Epicenter. Frozen wastelands below into the snow. No dough. It's dead. Forge's toast and the rest ratting down below. Mez would have gotten banned from this. So true. So true. Well, Team 17, this is Alabama State University. They played every single day of Play Versus. They were usually recognized as Team 1. Have not had the best starts. I will say Wild Panda Hoss here from Haskell Indians Nation just finished off Texas A&M Texarkana. They were a rat. So it wasn't a big competition. You didn't miss anything. They found a rat, and that will be Haskell Indians Nation taking us down to 16 squads remaining. Now, of course, Alabama State University, they got the one, and they'll find the two. Another rat there. Gothic Raven dropped down, and that is going to be another full white Mad Mag ball for the 77-33 here. Mozambique's with the port play to go with it. It's going to be the Seminole State College. I mean, why would you chase the portal? All right, well, I guess we're getting aggro. Point blank through the altar port play there. There's the Gibraltar bubble down. Nice crack on the other side, but again, for Western Nebraska, I mean, one drop onto Kanji character won't settle it here. That bubble's the only saving grace between them and complete elimination. Surprisingly, though, Kennesaw State Gold only down to one remaining there over on the side. Gonna have to go towards staging if it means continuing to exist. For Kennesaw State Black, though, out from the zone and now gatekeeping those that have taken their time. That's gonna be Fumble Gump, Graceful Melon, picked off here by Kennesaw. Why the heck is it a Google spreadsheet? Welcome to Play Versus. Play Versus does not use Overstat. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think it gets updated in real time, so I'm going to do my best to just kind of suss it out. I'm sorry. No. Burns around the back there, 20 to beam. Iggy's caught out here. No life in a dream. Instead, Green there knocks from afar, and the rest of SJSU, they're going to face a knock of one, but a quick peek play from half with your lifeline dead and dusted means you've got yourself gilded and gusted. Beautiful results there from SJSU. I mean, this is a race between Kennesaw and SJSU to see who can finish between first and second in these 6 games here. A quick step up, though, from the rest of the lobby. The University of Dayton have picked up dubs in the past here, and we'll find a knock of 2. Sure of myself down there, and with another Gibraltar bubble out in play. Appa's got to take their time, get themselves set back up. How does Play Versus hold up against Octane Collegiate? Play Versus is very new. All right, they're just getting their feet off the ground. I know the brand Play Versus have been around, but yeah, as Jack has pointed out, only 2 of the teams that are competing in this lobby are in Premier League. That's not to say Texarkana couldn't be Premier League. They're very good. It's just that the average skill level is going to be a little bit lower, and that's more to do with the lack of teams than it is to do with anything else. Which 2? SJSU and Kennesaw Black. Oh yeah, and Kennesaw Gold. Kennesaw Gold is also in the top tier league. So I guess it's 3. Anyways, a nice follow-up on the evac tower there, and it will be the portal play of the Wraith. Granted, not one to catch here from the Western Nebraska Community College. Jack, I will say sometimes Viking Cap and the boys do play on this SJSU. For some reason, they're not playing today, though. They definitely did at the beginning of the semester, which is really odd. And Ton of Clay's here, so you might as well count a piece of it. Yeah, no Shmub, no Viking Cap for SJSU, even though they have been in Play Versus before.
Care package over there.
No, most of our rosters will fight their way into Monument and Epicenter for now. Another peak play from SJSU, and it's none other than Kennesaw State Black. Even though SJSU reigns supreme as the #1 team in overall points, remember, Kennesaw State Black only played 1 match day of Play Versus, and they have 115 points from that single match day. They are above in the rest, the best team in this lobby. If Team 9 isn't walking away with first place today, I am astounded here. Half is the final remaining member of that SJSU roster, taking for the skies, up and above to try and survive. The rest of Kennesaw Black, though, I mean, there's no reason to slow down. They are holding out for a little bit with one little peek around the ice, though. You'll find yourself a pretty Valkyrie for the picking. That's SJSU already wiped out here. Let's pop on over to a couple of these other bigger names. University of Dayton holding things out here outside of that choke. You do have the Seminole State College of Florida over towards that northern side. Maui Wowie with the drop and the full send from Seminole State's going to be the thirst against Aidenyan. Remember, it is a round 2, so the zone isn't quite the most punishing, but the full thirst does recover nonetheless. Now, Kennesaw out there over towards the east. They're going to be fighting their way in. You've got Team 4 and 5, Haskell Indians Nation University, and Sam Houston State. Also, Alabama State here in the Monument area. Octane needs to step up their name game. I mean, come on. You got Wild Panda Hoss on Team 4. One of the greatest names I've ever gotten to hear in college Apex. Oh. I'll tell you what, Kennesaw, they're stepping up their name game. All right. Samurai Ani Talk about a change here for Limbox. Couple of nades with the breach charge up above off of that hemlock, and the rest of Kennesaw Black are quick to assume high ground dominance. Jamie Splash wiped out for a full thirst on the other side, and Kindly Monkey will find Sure of Myself. I'm sure of it. That'll be a cold, full thirst there. And Fritz, the final remaining member of Alabama State, and there ain't much more to say there as a solo dolo rat. Who the F is Samurai? I'm pretty sure that's Limbox. Limbox, did you know, I said this earlier, Limbox, his email is something Samurai. Did you know that? He goes by Samurai in quite a few of his usernames. He has to use his PS name since that's what he signed up with some reason. That's not entirely true. He did change it in the form last week. He's definitely actively considering Samurai, partially to agree as well. Anyways, we'll pop back on over to the likes of Sam Houston State here. Quick heels around the side. On the other end, Team 8. This is University of Dayton, APRA, and Metrospective. It's tough. It's Earth XD. Hey, yo, Tay! You could be on Twitch, you could be on TikTok. I don't care. Samurai has 0 Oro compared to Limbox. Well, I mean, at least for now, they're going to have to deal with the aura that is Kennesaw Gold. Kindly Monkey already finds themselves picked off here by their fellow sister team. It's KSU Gold versus KSU Black. And KSU Black, as good as they are, there is still the threat of Kennesaw Gold. They're no slouches. They can easily get a wipe where they see fit. A nice burn and a beam there. Samurai will get wiped out. And while I don't think that's Kennesaw Black that got knocked down, that does leave just one remaining to the primary Kennesaw varsity roster. Kennesaw Gold quicken over towards the epicenter side. Meanwhile, this is going to be, again, Seminole State College of Florida. Taking their time on the interior. Right against them is Haskell Indians Nation University, the same building just above. Also, yes, Singular Frog, they can. Well, a couple beams from afar. Haskell Indians Nation, they've got the missiles to spare. This is going to be that finish over towards the side of the respawn pillar. Right now, Seminole State College of Florida has granted themselves a central position in zone, but it ain't the end of the world. University of Dayton piecing themselves back together here as I'm still worried. I'm still worried for the likes of Kennesaw rotating this in late, giving a couple of quick beams and finding themselves a dub, but only time will tell. What's the meta looking like? I mean, there's a lot of strength, Asian Hulk, bro, to the Gibraltar. It has definitely become the primary pickup of a lot of these rosters in the recent days. Watson has definitely had its buff to go with it. But because we're in play versus, I don't know if we'll see really a definitive meta showcased. A lot of teams play for comfort here. A team that is currently comfortable on the inside of Grandma's house with the Catalyst Walls and Newcastle to boot here is none other than the University of South Dakota. Of course, though, Haskell's Indian Nation. A quick peek from the other side. They're just as quickly able to find, though, just to knock against them out through the bubble and into the beam. 90 health is what you've got to mean there. Stuck on the boxes, and it'll be Wild Panda Hoss caught here on the doorway. But a couple of good nades from Burt will find a response of one. A quick revive on the exterior, and it is going to be University of South Dakota down to just Trapped in Desire. Shot from the other side. A quick peek from Maui Wowie and the boys means that it is a full thirst for the Seminole State College of Florida. Now, Wild Panda Hoss is still down for Haskell's Indians Nation here. And there you go. You've got that portal. Wow, I've never seen the portal dome in action. That's really cool. That is very cool. Zover leading that portal exchange. I like this. Utilize that grab lift to prevent any exit out of the door. Make sure that you can get all of Haskell Indians Nations back into play. Well, Haskell and Seminole State College of Florida, they're going to be stuck in the exact same building. On that eastern side is none other than Kennesaw State Gold here. That is going to be the team with control. And yes, I got to bring them up. University of Dayton is still alive as a rat down on the southern side. And there's also one other rat alive. I'm not able to check it out, but for now, you got a little bit of an extension. Kanji character all the way far forward here. Pieces of Kennesaw also looking. They control the roof, but it ain't the end of the world. University of Texas Rio Grande, that's Team 12. You can see them in the top northeastern corner there. They are the last other rat. Where's Vodary at? Max Borja. Vodary does not play in this league. If Vodary played in this league, it would be like a coughing baby versus a hydrogen bomb. All right? That man would literally show up and laser half of the competition with his aura alone. All right? That's why Vodary doesn't play versus. That being said, there's still $1,000 on the line. That's $1,000 that Vodary ain't seeing today, even if Bellevue's good. Maybe it's just an opportunity to sign up for play versus next year, but sometimes that's it. I know, lol, it's me, Spacey, lol, his old teammate from a while ago. Oh, there you go. Well, no Vodary, sadly. You'll have to face your former teammate in a different timeline. Now, for the rest of these teams, it's time to move. 34 seconds to go, and while Kennesaw Gold controls the height, got to be very respectful of the close-in here from Seminole State College and Haskell Indians Nation. Both of them are going to be on the cusp of this zone, and the minute they peek that out is the minute that they go down. Sky Pappy, a little bit of an extra read on the exterior there, tries to rotate out the back, and instead, Maui Wowie here already got a nice knock down. That's going to be Seminole State College of Florida with at least one KP before they're forced to exit here. They got a little bit of that ramp to work with Wild Panda Hosk and Sky Pappy stuck on the low ground. Not Unks retired. I'll meet him in rank, though. That's not a place I'd want to meet Vodary. Just going to be completely honest. Unless he's on my team, I'd rather meet him elsewhere. Now, Maui Wowie and the rest here already peeking this one out. Down below, Haskell Indians Nation. That defensive bombardment gave them a little bit of cover here, but not enough to have time to get this revive off. So, Seminole State College of Florida, they can just drop down and look for the full thirst, even though revive has come through. We got a Purple Rampart not taking infinite ammo perk. All right. Do not look at my POV. I can't choose. What has been done is already done. I'm on a delay. A nice full send here as Wild Panda Hoss will be caught out. Vert is going to be that final remaining member of Haskell Indians Nation here as a solo dolo rat. Vert already caught out here on that high ground. A little double jump for the pole push play, and that's Maui Wowie with the final finish here. 3 squads remaining. Kennesaw State Gold. None other than Seminole State College in Florida, and I'll be honest with you, a single remaining member there of University of Texas Rio Grande. A quick thirst, and we're down to our top 2. Seminole State College of Florida versus Kennesaw Gold. Usually I'd be very confident with the Kennesaw Gold pick. Granted, Enlightened coming in and saying not to look at his POV. That's enough of a threat not to watch. Maui Wowie, though, still dropped with Mr. Ranger to follow suit. There's the jump from Kanji characters. They port their way through. A double knock here against them. And for Seminole State College of Florida, making it to second place is an accomplishment nonetheless. Another pull, as we're going to play Ring Around the Rosie against Kennesaw. And just as they arrive back on the other side, it's a Kennesaw Gold dub. 5 games to play, catch up, but watch us do it. All right, Brandon. 5 games on the board, left to sustain. We'll take a look at the scoreboard here, but congratulations to Kennesaw State Gold on their Game 1 victory. Gotta say, kind of surprised. This is the JV pseudo roster, albeit Rect Emporium, Enlightened. There ain't nothing JV about them. They've got themselves steeped with history in college Apex. They just, they're new digs for gold. Let's take a look at that match summary while we have a chance. Did that happen? All right, we're just gonna wait. I magged the crap out of Clay. Well, hey, no surprises there. That was GG's. Hey, Haskell Indians Nation, you guys still made it top 4, I'm pretty sure. I had a nasty sky nade to start the game. Well, hey, just have a couple more nasty sky nades. There's 5 more games to go. Lobby closes in 35 seconds, and I'll finally get my match summary. There we go. Number 1 coming out of lobby with 11 KP is, yes, Kennesaw State Gold. Seminole State College of Florida. You saw them with their kills and countdown, and you saw them in that final fight. 9 with second for 18. Of course, a 3rd place ratting for the likes of University of Texas Rio Grande. 7 KP here for Team 4. That is Haskell Indians Nation. And 13 KP for Team 9. That's got to be Kennesaw State black here. The only other couple of teams that pick up notable KP, I'll point out Team 1, San Jose State with 5 KP, albeit did not break into the top 10 for platform. That's strong Radage. It's pretty good. Weight removed? No. Misplays. You have to understand. Welcome to the wonderful world of we don't have private codes in play versus you have to join a new lobby every single time. That's right. Why are we using an Excel sheet rather than Overstat? Ask Play Versus. There you go. That's my definitive answer. I feel like you guys always come in here and they're like, you guys are like, oh, why don't you run X and Y and Z? And it's like, I'm just the guy that talks about Apex, you know? There is a scoreboard, but it is being slowly updated, so we'll just hang out. Let's just say NECC was helped by a lot of players. Yeah, Pete, Play Versus is riding solo. All right. If they got to figure something out, they're basically on their own right now to figure it out because they're very fresh. They're very new. Right. I mean, I'll say this. You really shouldn't shit on a third-party tournament when it's offering an opportunity because end of the day, it's only up from here. Right. If you start at rock bottom, which even they're not starting at rock bottom, they got $1,000 on the line. They've got some competitive teams playing. Only more time is going to allow you to figure stuff out. Yo, what's good, bro? How do I go to an org? Faithful. If you're talking about a collegiate org, several offer scholarships during the summertime. If you're talking about a competitive pro org, there ain't much of those around. That being said, the best way to do it is to compete in many of the official competitions, whether it be ALGS Challenger Circuit, the PSQs that we just had, and you just get yourself to the highest level you possibly can achieve alongside 2 other fantastic players. And even in Tier 2, you can find yourself in a position to represent an org. If it's college, though, bring your ranked, bring your history, and apply. Showcase, especially if you're going from no competitive experience to hopefully college experience. There's a couple high school players, they got comp backgrounds now. Right? And so you're going to have to showcase, whether it be through your scrims or whatever else, that you are just as competitive as the next best piece of competition. That is my how to go to an org tutorial. Granted, pretty hard. I was the guy that DM'd you on TikTok. Faithful, I know. I saw. Did Play Versus finish? Game 1 has just completed here. Match 2 is officially started on my left monitor here. So we're about 2 minutes away. Bray, I love these every single time. Did you guys know? Because you guys keep saying that, you keep bringing it up, it keeps putting people into my algorithm who see John. And every time they see John, they get recommended my live. It's an Apex live. It's completely, it has nothing to do with the CIA. But because people keep bringing it up, people keep showing me up and asking about that damn janitor. And the problem is, I only feel somewhat guilty, you know? But yes, I do kind of look like him. Albeit, I've said this, he's got a little bit more of a wider face. I struggle. Especially once I starve myself this upcoming month. It's tough. The black background confused me. What does that mean? You don't like the void? You don't like the void background? My studio setup? You wouldn't believe it, but it's all a lie. These are these 20 panels are the only panels on this wall. His background's usually dark too. Really? This is information I am happy to learn. I'll tell you what, my cat is being very cute right now. Come here. You smell so good. You smell so good. Oh, I love the cat. I love him more. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I picked him up. He didn't like that. He likes to just sit at my feet. I should get him a little bed. Just a little bed right here. But at least for now, he's going to go back to resting on the floor. He likes the carpet. And we're going to go back to the second game of the day here for Play Versus. Lewis is his name. Bookie, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Now, just checking out the leaderboard as it updates here. Yeah, there's not much for me to discern there. Honestly, we're going to do the best we can. We're just going to do the best we can. See how it, you guys might have to tune in later to that one. All right. There, by the way, are no legend bans. That's right. For this tournament, there are no legend bans. So if you like a certain legend, I mean, it's just the way it goes. You can play it all day long. You're going to see Alter all day long. You're going to see Gibraltar all day long, etc. No legend bans and random drops. It's so tough. It really is a different world. It's like, it's almost refreshing to me as someone who plays, you know, and watches every other competitive circuit, and they all have like the exact same rules. And so you step into Play Versus, and it is very different. But that doesn't mean it ain't competitive. There's some very competitive teams. All right, we just saw Kennesaw get blasted out. Yeah, Gibby. That's right. A lot of Gibby all day long. Nothing's gonna happen here for the start. I do wanna like absolutely negatively shout out Newmont College of Computer Science and Seneca Polytechnic. They did not show up to play-in finals, which is kind of chuddy. They gave up completely. What are we doing? There's always a chance to learn, to get better, etc. But they didn't show up. Big Chud? Big Chud. Should I, by the way, this is a question for you guys. Should I stream tomorrow at all? Or should I take a break? Because I don't have anything planned for stuff. I never liked gentleman agreements or player bans for new champions. I will say Texarkana, in every other Apex competition, there isn't any gentleman agreements. But there is, like, the most picked champion or the most picked legend does get banned every single game. And it's better for variety's sake. As someone who's watched non-legend banned Apex versus legend banned Apex, right now, this isn't a super competitive league. No one plays the same stuff, pretty much. But once you get into, like, the really, really higher upper tier of comp, you see the same 3 to 5 legends picked 6 games in a row. It's just, it's so boring. For, like, real competitions, it's nice to see teams have a depth of their pool. Anyways, Kennesaw Black, they don't like the fact that they died out early to the hands of teams like SJSU, and now they provide themselves with, well, sadly, a full send on the Haskell Indians Nation here. Not the type of team that wants to be running and gunning right into you for Kennesaw Black. That's going to be it for Wild Panda Hoss, and with the knock to follow on Sky Pappy, Haskell Indians Nation already wiped out in Climatizer. Remember, folks, Haskell's was number 4 overall in points. That's a shame. Wild Panda Hoss is already here, and I'm already sad for you. Well, that just allows teams like Seminole State College to kick this one off. Are my frauds no longer in the tournament? Travis's Caribbean, you'll be sad to know that they won game 1. Christopher, Captain Morgan, picked off here by Seminole State College. A couple of quick ones at that with the lifeline removed and a couple chases out and away here with the portal. I mean, it's time. It's time on the clock for Hartwick College. 1 remaining member, and they should find the finish here soon. Bro, what the heck, man? Travis, you got to show up earlier, right? You got to get that negative voodoo? Juju? Juju is a word. Juju, that is like a Creole dark magic thing, I think. Yeah, you gotta get that. You gotta get that bad voodoo juju on them early. When you're not here, they succeed. Now, Kennesaw State Black is kicking butt still in the feed there. Iggy will face a knock, and Kindly Monkey's got a full thirst onto Forged and Toast. Start torquing around the fire. If that's what gets them out, man, that's the idea you got to pull. But for Kennesaw Black, they're looking rhymed in gold.
Hostile over there.
No, it's Kennesaw Gold. Anyways, a little full thirst there around the side. One knock on the edge. Kennesaw Gold. Sorry, Travis. They're clean as a whistle here in Countdown. Nobody's making this rotter dirt for cheap here. Instead, St. John's, the Chuds as they call themselves. I didn't make it up, they did. Alfarino and them catching out the remnants of by Western Nebraska here. Nice knock, and with one remaining member, see how the rest goes. I'm going to have to blow that. Whew. Travis might have to rethink that. Might have to take that one back to the drawing board. Recoup and re-explain. All right. Couldn't count me like that. Now, Sam Houston State University is on the other side of Countdown here and could always start to get aggressive. But for now, we got a little bit of a holdout here. University of Dayton up above, or I guess down below. And the defensive bombardment from Metrospective will be the first thing found here against Alabama State University. They're quick to jump up the zip line, and that is a difference maker for now. We'll pop back on over to Geyser, where last we were here, Seminole State College was holding out the rest of these rosters. And, well, hold is what they do best. A lifeline ultimate down, but no reset to go alongside it with the full thirst. Again, feels like deja vu here. First Hartwick College, and now turning their attention towards Norwich University. It's been clean and easy pickups for the Seminole State College. They don't even look like the same roster here. Kanji character Enlightened Rect Emporium. A move on from Countdown here. They're sniffing them out like the hounds above. Sam Houston State. Stuck up above with the port to go with it, and the pad up above into the stairwell, now sliding down below. They've got themselves right as rain before the bombardment gonna find pain to gain. Of course, Sam Houston State still very, very healthy, and all that utility on the other side of the equation makes it very hard to send it here. But still, an altar portal play will at least find a tick on to Jamie with the health burning alongside it. Kennesaw Gold need just one more peek there. Jamie to fall suit. Another burn around the back for triple knocks and a full send finish here on the Sam Houston State roster. Kennesaw Gold, they might be definitively walking away with a dub here. First place, remember, $700,000 on the line. I meant to say 700. That's right, 700,000. Kennesaw Black, though, if they've got anything to say about it, they are not going to let this one stand. Half will be dropped off, and SJSU, who were a thorn in their side in game one, they find themselves caught out there. That's Ton of Clay, your primary fragger for the team. Half is just as quick, and while yes, there is a Newcastle reset with no knockdown, no refresh to work with, you're basically begging to eat these bullets. That'll be it for SJSU. 12th overall, well in before they can get some serious KP. Now, alongside them is Seminole State College of Florida. They've heard some of the shots there, but they don't see the efficient knocks to work with. Remember, because anonymous mode is not on, you don't have as much, or you have more information to go off of here when it terms of when fight team, okay? Me no fight team, because me see healthy. Maui Wowie, though, takes way too long on that evac. And that will be a man with broken knees and broken dreams. The full send onto Seminole State College. No faster here with the evacs. Caught out instead of Valkyrie Ultimate. That's going to be what potentially wipes out the rest of the Seminoles here. Honestly, between this choke and the rest of the buildings ahead, yeah, you can see Kennesaw Black completely split off for the full finish here. There's no way Elixirs on less than 100 loses this fight. A Rampart Wall and a Sheila from the other side. It is going to be the rest of Kennesaw from the other end, trying to catch out that last remaining member. Nice burn around the back there before Elixirs, but you still have the rest of Kennesaw able to peek this one through. Oh, so slowly. Leonidas will be caught out in the kill feed there, as it is the entirety of Kennesaw on one. So, Zover will survive here for Seminole State College, and the longer that Mr. Ranger takes on this fight, it's the better a chance you have Seminole State College getting a revive off and, well, lasting for the late game. Couple nades to follow suit. A Sheila dive and uses your own rampart walls against you. What can I say? Suffering. Suffering inside. Boo-hoo. So sad. All right, now Kennesaw Gold, winners of Game 1, still looking to do the same. Their sister squad, Kennesaw Black, their right is... I mean, what am I? There's just no safety. I don't think that nade lands, but it will force you out. And if that doesn't force you out, Kanji character will full thirst you. Betty Weed Straw, nice finish there, and I mean, come on. Absolutely superb luck from Wrecked Emporium. And there you go. Another full finish for Kennesaw Gold. It's the race between Kennesaw Black and Kennesaw Gold on either side of the zone. Kennesaw Black still fighting their way in from Monument right now. The rest of these teams, the same to be said towards that western side. Woo! KSU Gold caught out here, and it's Texas A&M Texarkana. We have not talked about this roster because remember, in Game 1, Crazed was disconnected from the lobby. They find a long-range knock onto Gold. Remember, Wrecked Emporium, though, is on that altar, and with that portal down, that is going to be the recovery of the KSU Gold team. Zachary will be dropped from afar by Enlighten, and a full thirst to go with it is much better than what we got to see out of Texas A&M Texarkana. The only saving grace is that you had to play for a revive on the other side. Now, a full send here from Alabama State leads to the death of Adyan. Don't know where the rest of this roster is, but for Alabama State, you know, take what you can get. Mikey Poo is going to be playing this one out as a rat around the corner, and sadly, spotted whether you like it or not. Big dubs there for Alabama State. Out through the choke and into landslide. Should be safe and fine. For now, though, let's tune into your famous KSU versus KSU action. Now, theoretically, KSU Black should easily wipe this. How does the placement points work? It's still standard ALGS. I'm pretty sure it's still 12-9-7. I would not read that scoreboard. That scoreboard is very, very... it's delayed, and it doesn't get... I'm going to be honest with you. I put it there just for the sake of y'all knowing the teams. It does not get updated in real time, like, correctly. Mr. Steal Your Toast, it is college. This is a college Apex tournament, $1,000 on the line. First place walks away with 700, second walks away with 300. I'd say it's the best of the best, but it is a couple of disgusting standouts and a couple of other incredible things. Is this the new season of Fortnite? Yes. Reese, welcome back. Good to see you. Yeah, the placement points are right on the sheet. Are not? Yeah, give it time. That's all I'm gonna say. Give it time. I already confirmed with Play Versus. The winner will not be confirmed tonight. It will be confirmed at a later date when they go through it. Yeah, just give it time. Give it time. It is not set up yet. Now, Enlighten's caught out here again as Kennesaw Black continues to wipe out the rest of their Kennesaw Gold roster. Big Brother's shown up, and it is, I mean, it's easy pickings. At this point, Kennesaw Black is the de facto best team in the lobby here, and who knows? They might be going for the full send onto the Mirage Etoile. Nice block with the Gibraltar bubble down towards the zip line below. Up above, you've got University of Dayton here, who doesn't even understand what might come back to bite him. Elixirs, Kindly Monkey, and Limbox are quick to rotate up and over towards the other side of Lava Fisher here, and it's honestly for a full thirst. They know where Wrecked Emporium went, and they're happy to pick up where they can find. For Seminole State College, though, this might be the best chance they have to wipe out KSU Black. But remember, still no. Elixirs knock and thirsted. You know what, Singing the Frog? It is a beautiful tag. A nice Empire tag on Elixirs. Sadly, to go with it is his complete elimination from the lobby. You had to speak your mind. Now, this is going to be that split between Mirage Etoile and the drop out in front of it. Stereotypically, depending on the pull, either the height can be the best place to play from, or just above on Mirage for the drop down. Right now, the height is looking a lot better here. So, Kennesaw State Black is in the best position, but as a duo, they need a Moby, right? They need a banner, they need a Moby, and they need to put themselves back together. Looks like St. John's University, currently the lowest in overall points in this lobby. Right above them, Alabama State University. They've found a couple of KP in this game. They're quick to jump right above them here. And just as they land, Bob Tarragon, we got it. We got to hit these Sentinel shots. Sure of myself looks a lot more confident when it comes to finding these drops in Alabama State University. They're happy to go for the full send alongside it. A Spitfire and a burn, 42 and a crack, a knock in return. And the rest of this team is just not quite close enough. Instead, a lifeline reset for Pickle Rick's going to be the rest of St. John's back into the puzzle for now. Still a three-person split in Alabama State and St. John's University have to start getting to zone. They're going to die to it. They're going to die to zone. They're definitely going to die to zone. There is no way they don't. 6 games, OI. Welcome, OI, by the way. Good to see you. Well, looks like we see a couple of final full burns there. Instead, a quick peek on over to none other than the University of Texas Rio Grande. And Ecstatic Sense is the only individual to show up for Rio Grande, at least for now. No Manolito. None of the rest. Kind of surprised. I love a good Texas Rio Grande start. Instead, we got Kennesaw Black with a drop on the limb box, maybe the full thirst to go with it. And Seminole State College has done a great job of picking this roster apart piece by piece. That's one remaining member of Kennesaw State Black up on top, University of Dayton. They will be allowed to survive from this high ground all the way into Zone 6. It is still available on this next zone here. What game are we on? OI, welcome to game number 2. University of Dayton up above, Seminole State College down below. One remaining member of Kennesaw State Black here is Seminole State College. They're just trying to figure out where the rest of this lobby does exist. OI, can I get a carry in ranked? You can ask Ever. Now that team that, by the way, they're shooting on the blue boxes, that's Alabama State. Someone, I assume Metrospective has dropped a, there's no why. Yeah. FBSA there. We'll hit the rank grind. Me and you, I will get you out of rookie faster than you can say 20 games in a dream. Well, there's no way. There is no way you just wiped them entirely with a defensive bombardment. Alabama State just stood there and took the entirety of that bombardment. You want to know why I wasn't casting it? Because I didn't think you could die from a defensive bombardment that far away. Either way, a full send against Elixirs as a revive has come through for the entirety of Kennesaw State Black. I have no idea how this roster has survived. There you go. All of KSU Black is back in the picture, and they have the best position in zone. Kennesaw State Black down below, none other than Seminole State College for it. The Gibby ult is insane, Zephyr. Zephyr has played Gibraltar this season, or this split. I have played it. There's a difference between Gibby ult is insane and you literally just stood there and took the entire... It was one ult. There's no excuse to that. Anyways, University of Dayton up above, Seminole State College of Florida. Both of them will be forced to drop down here in just a second. Seminole State, they're already there, so they're waiting with open arms against the University of Dayton. But in 40 seconds, I don't know what Dayton's going to do. They've got the Valkyrie ultimate if they want to fly out for a reposition. But realistically, between that, the Gibraltar, and the Watson, there's not... Yeah, no, maybe I'm crazy. I don't think they have the Valkyrie. Did I just reread that wrong? I think they're screwed. I don't think Dayton has anything going for them. The minute they drop down, they're immediately going to land in front of Seminole State College of Florida here. Yeah, they have no rotation. They have no ultimate. And the minute they're down here is the minute that they will get shot out. A first knock found for the likes of Seminole State College of Florida. And now understanding that the drop's going to come through here any second. They're already splitting the difference. There's the Gibraltar ultimate. Zover takes the whole thing as Metrospective will be caught out here. And I'll tell you what, fantastic wipes here. Azure Hero, survive as you will try, but University of Dayton, you've literally got a fraction left to work with. And now, Kennesaw State, they are in control. Up above, we're going to see Kindly Monkey drop down, and whether it's confidence or pure belligerence, that's over, picked away. A turnaround for a beam. A nice double drop on the other side as it's got peaks from Limbox against the building. And yes, another full finish for Kennesaw. I don't mean to be rude, but can't they just update the sheet while the next game is playing? Oh, 100%. For me? Sounds like you just volunteered. Crazy comeback. Yeah. Mr. Steal Your Toast. Sorry, I had to read that before rereading it wrong. Yeah, absolutely crazy. I will say, back in the day, granted, Atmosai is too busy. Atmosai is actually the observer of the games on my channel, so they can't get to work. They're actually doing all of the observing completely alone. But Atmo Goat, that's correct, as usual. Someone could do it. Absolutely, 100%. What is lobby quality looking like so far? I wish... Becker is welcome. You have no idea what you just tuned into. Before the lobby closes, Kennesaw State University Black, 18 KP alongside their dub should be 30 points. And especially with their KP from the first game, I'm pretty sure that puts them in first place. I don't know definitively. We'll never know today. But I would be shocked if Kennesaw Black, by the end of these next 4 games, does not walk away with the dub. They're in second place, though. Seminole State College, gotta give credit where it is due. 10 KP in a second place finish. That's 19 points. Seminole is definitely staying competitive for a top 2 finish. Now, that next lobby is starting. I do want to just kind of look at the scoreboard, see what it looks like. Because at least for now... Okay, this isn't bad. There's the 12 placement points for Kennesaw Gold with the total eliminations. It's a little slow, but it is updating piece by piecemeal at least a little bit. New Hemlock is weird. It's a little, it is what it is. Match 1, match 2, match 3, match 4. So it is getting filled in. I don't know. I'm not here to judge. I will say, hold on, let me pull this up. It's been a long time. That's the Zephyr Showdown Run show. Hold on, let me see this. Sounds like a gun using laser tag. That screwed me up today. Someone like Apex did a thing where they were like, "Oh, let's do Is this it? That's caster's payment leaderboard test. No, that's not it. Hold on. I want to show this cuz this is my old leaderboard I used to use. Yeah, they posted a thing earlier today where it was like, guess the gun noises. I got them all right. And then they did the Hemlock. And I was like, I have no idea. It completely screwed with me. Like, entirely. It was so confusing. Is this it? Oh, I guess it's broken. It's been so long it broke. All right, never mind. W for stat keeping. Oh yeah, 100%. It is absolutely a delay based off of, I mean, when you're running with the like primary lobbies and you're just kind of dealing with it. Like I have pictures of each scoreboard available, which is actually very useful because I can go back and do this. But Team 8, that was none other than University of Dayton. 8 KP is not bad for Dayton. There you go. Team 7, they're the next highest. They're Kennesaw State Gold. Winners of Game 1 with 7 KP. Not as good as Kennesaw State Black, but hey, is what it is. Hazy breaks 7. 6, 7? Question mark? Cash out, Yorlin. Good to see ya. I didn't catch that. I was too busy doing scoreboard things. Welcome back. All right. 4 games to go. And we'll see how it goes. No MVPs after Jose. Oh, I didn't read this. Should I be doing end of the season awards or wait till after champs? Wait till after champs, because you didn't do stage 1 awards, if I remember correctly. Or did you? I think you did. You did do stage 1. It was like you did like a couple of posts on the Octane Collegiate thing. You look like that one retired CIA guy. Yes, John. Yeah, I get that a lot. Fun fact, because you guys keep bringing it up, I keep getting people who just watch his content. So I keep getting that, which is very interesting. Not awards, just biggest leaders. Oh, there you go. So you haven't done any awards for stage 1. So realistically, if you didn't do any awards for stage 1, you didn't do any awards for stage 2, save them for the end of the year. And then have like a little committee decide who earns them. Allow people to nominate, right? Just allow like an open nomination and then have a committee decide who wins the award. Committee? Oh, brother? It's failed the last 3 years? Okay, but that's because you invite the wrong people to do it. You have to invite people that actually care. The committee was 5 people, OI asked. Has it ended? Sunphobia? No. It's just you, Zeph? Well, there you go. You might as well just have me do... You just might as well have me do the awards for you at this point. Me and you, we come together. I'm pretty sure you could ask Jack or someone. Just starting. No, Sunphobia. We're getting into game 3 here in just a second. We're going to load in. But yeah. We've seen how the tier list goes. True. Very true. Can't. Yo, son, thank you for the heart. There you go. No response. Hey, I will say, if you ask me to do an award, Tango Mango Down has just changed his status on Discord to Disco Balls. That is the owner of Octane. Hey, Bob the Ice Climber. Thank you for the follow, man. I feel like I know who you are. That might be crazy. But yeah, I do know who you are. I was like, what the heck? Good to see you on this platform. Yeah. I mean, I'm on this platform too, duh, but... Or I guess, if I'm in-game, this platform too. But, yeah. Good to see you, my man. UTT doesn't exist, though. Sag, best Texas school, though. Oh, why? Did you guys ever know that Jaquavius Drips was cheating while you were playing with him? I'm just curious. Like, when you guys were on the UTD roster, did you ever sit there and you were a little sus of him? Like, did you ever look at Jaquavius Drips and go, this guy might not be legit, but you just didn't know because, one, you're too busy doing Collegiate, and then, etc. You switch over, is just scrolling. Hey, thank you so much, man. I never talked to old bro or ever seen him till LAN. See, there you go. We can't call OY a definitive cheater either, because he just didn't know, guys. He just didn't know. That being said, I am going to start my new campaign. It's called OY Cheats. OY is the biggest cheater in the history of Octane, and he should be... OY should be banned from Octane. And I also think, akin to how they banned Mez, we should not give OY a reason, actually. We shouldn't deliver any proof or any reasoning for why OY was banned. We should just ban him. And then when the NDA opens up in 2 years, that's when we'll settle it. Kennesaw Black. A nice peek from Limbox. It won't result in much here. Quickly back to Mother Hen inside Countdown. Woo! Oh, they actually tried to tust the muscle of the tussle of SJSU. I didn't think they even realized that. I don't know anyone's ever been banned without a reason, but that would be funny. Well, hold on. Everyone's been banned with a reason, but explaining to the person why they've been banned is not the case. Which is, personally, just going to be honest, think that's pretty crazy. Think that's a little crazy. How can you ban somebody and not explain to them why they got banned? That's all I'm gonna say. But there's definitely reasons for everyone's bans. Oh no, there was a reason. And their coach and player knew. So then why doesn't he know? Anyways, by the way, nice drop on the Kindly Monkey from Enlightened. You have all of KSU Gold, KSU Black, and SJSU in the exact same area. Talk about random. Zany at the time. I don't know. Stories, I'll say this. The stories do not align on all sides in terms of the reasonings. Like, everyone knows he was banned, but no one knows, or I keep saying no one. At least akin to him, he does not know why he was banned. And I know Zany crashed out. Zany went on, like, a tirade for weeks trying to get Octane, like, canceled, which is also stupid. But all I'm saying is, I don't know, that ban didn't seem the most well communicated. Pop on over to KSU Gold as they will wipe out a piece of a roster here outside of Skyhook. I can't even tell you who it was because they went out so quickly. It was barely a fight. Sure of myself and the rest getting caught out inside of the Godspot building up top of Harvester. And, well, St. John's University's come through as a third party to the equation here. They're not moving like third parties, though. They're moving like sixth parties. They'll get there in a couple of business days, a fortnight and a half. And, of course, for Alabama, you've already got a nice rotate out. Woo! Maybe not. Jamie Splash brought down from above. Little catch and run there. Alabama State might be outgunned. Single remaining. What is this league? This is play versus. Granted, you might have to talk to Loopy on that one. It is a lot more money that you'd have to see. Hey, Bob. There you go. Didn't ask. You know, it is what it is. Ali FPS wants to collaborate. Ali FPS has canceled their request to join. I'm so sad, Ali FPS. What the heck? SJSU takes the portal away from KSU Gold here inside the countdown. And already on the other side of the map, south side of Lava Siphon, we finally see Texas A&M Texarkana look like a real roster. Now, Seminole State College has been within our top 5, our first 2 games of the day, but has not been good at setting themselves up. Wait, Bob, if you never played Ice Climbers in Smash, where does your name come from? I thought it was an Ice Climbers thing. Oh, KSU versus KSU. Now I'm sad. Why is it always KSU that kills KSU? Every step of the way, it's Kennesaw versus Kennesaw hate crimes. Well, another beam down, and realistically, if you're putting black versus gold, Kennesaw Black's going to come out of it on top 8 out of 10 times here. That's it for Enlightened Kanji character. Wrecked Emporium running away all the way towards that northern side of Skyhook. I won't say it's completely over yet, but dang. It is just 6 games, Schmalls. Number 1 walks away with 700. Number 2 with 300. Yeah. Everyone does LMAO. I just came up with it 20 years ago. I was like, wow, I'm 12, and this sounds neat. Is there a score? Schmalls? No. We're just casually spectating. Well, SJSU has arrived here to the other side of the Kennesaw equation. Looks like Kennesaw Gold is back together here outside of Skyhook. Other side of the equation, Kennesaw Black, they're also putting themselves back together. You've got Kennesaw Gold and Black and SJSU all still stuck outside of Skyhook. My cat is eating my foot. Hello. You want to be on stream? Of course. I would need blood and pressure pills just like EAC. It is what it is. He licking me. Hello, baby kitten. Yeah, he just a baby. There you guys go. You get a little deeper of a look. Wow, this is really painful over time. Well, Kennesaw State Gold put back together and just as quickly into a fight here. Looks like SJSU are caught in pieces here. Some of them still stuck in Skyhook. The other half over towards Countdown. It looks like you got a quick revive coming out for Norwich University. They were the ones who caught the remnants of that SJSU roster on their rotate out. So, for Kennesaw Gold, clean pickings and a wipe. The rest of our lobby, though, realistically, the majority have to rotate in. How you liking the new changes of the split? Pretty good. Personally, at least for myself, I really like the Gibraltar change a lot. Is KSU the best in this league? I would say in order, it's probably KSU Black, KSU Gold tied with SJSU. And then you have Texas A&M, Texarkana, Haskell Indians Nation, and Seminole State College of Florida. Those three are like the next best. And then I would say Sam Houston State, St. John's, University of Dayton. All right, that's my play versus tier list. You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here last. KSU Gold are frauds. That is true, Travis. Thank you. The input is always well received. I remember when Tammet played Octane, the good old Cyber Eagles. I remember too. Little student club at the time, and now they're an official faculty-supported roster. Changing times in esports.
Thank you.
Well, hey, I'll tell you what. Yes, little kitty. He really wants to be here right now. He was begging for it. So, he gets to be here for game number 3. Maui Wowie. Oh my gosh. Zover for the full finish there. That is the wipe for Seminole State College of Florida. And honestly, even with the University of Dayton just behind them, you got to be careful. Seminole State College, Florida's no slow bars. KSU Black, though, other side of the rosters here in Epicenter. Everybody's back together, and Kindly Monkey could be going down. I can't believe I'm looking at a ballistic, but it's not going to be for long. Everybody is put back together. All right. Kitty got. No, you can't sit on top of the PC. That's where the power button is. Stop.
Enemy over there.
Stop. Okay.
Brothers, let's move this way.
And there he goes. He likes sitting at my feet. That's his flavor. Well, back to the end of this lobby here. 8 squads remaining. One of them is still Seminole State College of Florida outside of the tip of Monument here. Over towards Streamer Building. You do still have remnants of both KSU Gold and, yes, defending that north side of Monument, KSU Black. Couple of snipes from Seminole State College of Florida. And this could be a full finish to go with it. But remember, with 1 minute 11 seconds to go, all these teams have to rotate. Very, very true. Woo! Seminole State will take the brunt and a blister of damage here. Alternator shots from Rect Emporium will only find the one, but with Kanji character and Enlighten from the other side, why not drop the nade while you're at it here? Couple of strong wipes, and while Seminole State College are down to just one remaining, we'll turn our attention over to Haskell Indians Nation because they've got none other than KSU Black on the other side. Kindly Monkey for a full dive. Elixirs from the interior with support from above. That's going to be now Limbox dropping down for hopefully the full finish to boot. Little thermite nade extended for the thirst that'll come with it here. And remember, Kennesaw Gold is on inside a monument. You got to finish this fight because the thirst has arrived, and it is definitely Kennesaw Gold. Oh, quick alter port play, and that'll put Limbox back in the puzzle ahead. KSU Gold, though, like I said, third-party Central and the ports to go with it. They are quick to chase down the rest of their sister roster. Oh, Kennesaw Black, they tried for the revive, but instead find themselves caught out here. That'll be the full send finish. A nice break on the altar, and with one remaining on the exterior, Kindly Monkey for a full set finish. The rest of Kennesaw Black, I don't know if it's Limbox. I don't know. Yeah, it's Limbox. All right. Limbox is caught out. Frauds, only third partying? Well, hey, I mean, sometimes you got to do what gets you the best. Now, Haskell Indians Nation, Seminole State College, they're fighting for the same space, but Haskell Indians Nation, Vert, just taking too long at this point. One teleport away, but instead, the end for Haskell Indians Nation. Kennesaw Gold down south, Texas A&M Texarkana. This is their best survivability all day long. They finally have turned on their monitors, like Tamlet said on chat. It is going to be a little bit of a claim to fame there against the Seminole State College of Florida. They're getting a full revive just out ahead of Epicenter. And from afar, you got that new Hemlock, silenced as it is, but still packing a loud punch here over on the edge of the building. That is where you want to play into for this zone. So if your name is Seminole State or Texas A&M Texarkana, gonna have to deal with KSU pushing you here in a second. Silenced? Yeah, it's not quite silenced. It's just how they describe it in the patch notes. I will say top center of zone. You do have University of Dayton, Norwich University, and Alabama State. Are you casting for Pro League events this year? I have no idea. I'm always open to the idea. I will say I will not be a part of Pro League Split 1. Probably not EWC. If there's any event you may see me at, it would probably have to be Las Vegas. So, shame. I was, not selected to be a caster or analyst thus far. Well, Texas A&M Texarkana out to the edge of that building there. Still safe for now. The full thirsts do come through on the other side. So, Kennesaw happy to walk their way up from Epicenter. Can play into that bridge, can take the fight if they want to, or could slide on down into Climatizer if it means picking up the rest of these rosters. Team 10, Norwich University, stuck as a duo. How is it going for the SJSU boys? They're good at picking up KP, but they're not surviving as well into the late game, Viking Cap. They're kind of struggling right now. They're definitely currently outpaced, etc. Zeph, keep your chin up and talk bad about those frauds. Well, I'll tell you what, Travis. Not a lot of ways for me to talk bad about them when they look this good. A drop of one in another. That's a full thirst for them against Texas A&M Texarkana. And now controlling high ground is KSU Gold. I can't believe I'm saying this. Able to walk on down from that building right into the center of zone. They don't have a lot of defensible legends to make it work. But compared to the rest of the lobby who's got to fight their way out of Climatizer, Kennesaw Gold, Travis, might be winning this game. Now, Alabama State University, They've been holding home here inside Climatizer for what feels like this entire game. University of Dayton and Norwich University are just as quickly trying to get in here because remember, zone is on that close soon, and these are not the places of play for our end game today. Still, mass separation even as a duo. You can't quite find Thumblegump or most Delta of Scorches here. Just simple shots being exchanged. Honestly, the choke out from Kennesaw Gold from up above. Choke out as in they're going to choke them out of this building when they rotate, not fail. And it's about to be glorious. Thumblegump will take a little brunt of the action there. And I like this aggressive play from Alabama State. Try to get involved before you have to fall. Thumblegump does not go down, but the slide through is just as quick. Nice burn from most Delta of Scorches, and it is still not the most confident of exchanges here against Norwich University. And it's back up to height for Alabama State. Instead, enlightened from the window, a drop onto Thumblegump. Jamie Splash will find a trade against them in return here. And just that alone has showcased how oppressive KSU is about to be. Sure of myself and Fritz, they've got no health to work with. Fritz is literally a tick remaining. And Kennesaw State have quickly moved into the Climatizer to get all of this KP while they can. Right outside of the bridge ahead, Azure Hero will find most Delta of Scorches, and it is University of Dayton still stuck on the low ground. No snipe of the Kraber onto the Epion, but with a burn from the alternator above, and I guess a defensive bombardment to delay. We'll just have to wait here for a second. Little port up to high ground, and Lighten will be dropped by that bombardment, getting caught out there. Wrecked Emporium stolen with the altar, and in half of a second, the University of Dayton have turned it on its head against Kennesaw Gold. And with one final wipe, University of Dayton, they turn shit into glory here in Game 3. I cannot believe Kennesaw Gold just lost that game. Can't win again. Absolutely insane. I'm from the teleport steal, from the defensive bombardment, catching you on the low ground. Talk about a great utilization of all the utility here from University of Dayton. We'll take a dub. That's competitive, albeit on the overall scoreboard. I don't know how much it will matter. All right, so we got, hopefully I could just pull this up here. Yeah, let's just do this. There you guys go. Yo, Dark Side. What's up, Dark Side? Thank you for the follow. I heard you're coaching. Heard you're coaching, my friend. By the way, final scoreline for that game, University of Dayton, they only get the 4 KP, so they walk away with 16 points. For Kennesaw State Gold, 22 kills and a second place finish. Reminder is 31 points. Nobody even comes half as close to them. The next closest is Team 4 there with 10 KP. That's Haskell Indians Nation. They walk away with 13 KP. So that's not even half of what they put up. Well, hold on. We got College Apex Legends Derb. Absolutely we do. There are 4 separate leagues of College Apex. You can call them like the Big Ten, the SEC, whatever you want. And of course, there's about 200 schools that participate across all of these leagues. I'm looking forward to it. Always wanted to dip my feet into College Apex. You'll like KSU Black. They are a great team. Fuck y'all. And Apex is dead, quotation marks. Nah, Apex has never been more alive. Honestly, wait, I haven't checked this in a while. Hold on, I'm pulling the Steam DB Apex up. It's been a while. Check this out. This is insane. Talk about recovery. We have not had a peak like this since season 23. Hey, Mrs. Too Dank. Hello from TikTok. I miss you too. Good to see ya. Wow, we're almost about to breach 300,000 players concurrently, which we have not done in over 6 seasons. Now, granted, you do have COVID era, which we were above 500. I'm not going to hide that. But the fact that we are getting to the point where it is actually going to explode past all of these prior seasons. Talk about a genuine recovery for this game. Like, legitimately insane. And it's not the West. It is Japan and the rest. They are the eastern part of our globe is carrying Apex Legends every day. I'm glad I weathered the storm since I played day one. Shoot, I still have my disc Lifeline copy. Dang. That's crazy. I've been playing since day one, too. I remember when I was back in high school and Apex had just come out. Just want to let the fans know we're playing with humility, not trying to prove anything, says Enlightened. I mean, if you get 22 KP, I don't want to see you, I don't want to see you play with humility. I'm not going to lie, Enlightened. I want to see you play with devout destruction to boot. I'm seeing more interest in high school as well. We need to find a coach for Tamlet next year. Hell yeah. I start playing since season 4. Yeah, I start playing since the initial release, that first day in February. And man, I had to get a whole new PC to even keep up with the game. It was tough. Team 10 finished in third real quick. That's Norwich with 3 KP. Team 17's Alabama. They only walk away with their 5 points. Of course, Team 2, that is Texas A&M Texarkana. Their best game thus far, but if your best game is 7 points, you're not going to finish second or first today. Team 3, that is Seminole State College of Florida. Technically their worst game today. They only walk away with 7 overall. We already talked about the 13 for Haskell Indians Nations. Of course, rounding out with KSU Black there, 8th for 11 with their 9 KP. And then the rest of the lobby, middling. Nothing much to say. Now, our game will start in another couple of minutes. The board is slowly updating. I don't think this will change. Right now, Kennesaw State and Kennesaw Gold are your de facto leaders. And they are slowly exploding past some exceptional rosters in this lobby. I will point out that Seminole State College of Florida, currently on this leaderboard, says they have 44 points. I think that's only going to get worse. Me and my daughter played for years when it came out, initial release, and then she grew up and moved out. I'm not having children because I will cry when my daughter moves away to college, or my son, all right? Okay, if I have a child and we have games and we play them together and then they move away, I'm going to fucking scream. That being said, I love children. Whoa! All right, anyways. That's a failure of me. Go Seminole State College. They're doing really good, albeit Kennesaw Gold and Kennesaw Black are simply going to beat them just because they get more KP regularly. All right? And Seminole State College is playing better today than I've ever seen them play, sick by birth. It's not guaranteed, but it is definitely going to be hard. Head up there, PC Rails, my 1080 didn't keep up. I'm not kidding you. I went from a 970 to a 3070. And that was like my biggest upgrade. And it took several years. Have to play with your kids. I still play with my son today, even though he likes Fortnite. Empty nest, I cry a lot, but we still get to play together. See, there you go. You still get to see him. Nikosu, you're not. KSU is currently in first and second place at our halfway point right now. Viral Cuts, Derb, thank you for the follows, guys. If I ever have a kid, I'll take a note out of y'all's book. Maybe Derb as well, or maybe Viral Cuts as well. But I'll take a note out of y'all's book, and I'll try to play as many video games as I can with my children. Albeit, they might just not like video games. So if they're into crocheting or dancing, I'll do my best. Have a good night. Keep strong, Apex. Thank you very much, Derb. You have a good night, man. Appreciate it. Your mic is echoing? Interesting. I don't know why that would be occurring. I don't think so. You good? All right. Well, at least for now, should be fine. Maybe in like 2 minutes' time. There's a slight delay. It's fine for me too. All right, there you go. That's all I need. Might have been a mic open on the left channel. It's not for me. Well, viral cuts, whether it was or wasn't, I still appreciate it. My dream, I think this is Zephyr's goal now. Before we get into game 4 here of Storm Point, I think Zephyr's new goal, albeit I'd love to cast and continue casting for the ALGS whenever I get the chance. But if they have washed their hands with me, no idea. More than happy to step into the college limelight more directly. Run a university, make that happen, you know? I would absolutely love to be a part of a university structure, whether it be as assistant director or something else. I mean, that is the dream job for Zephyr. And I could transform a university's esports program. Please not KSU? Ah, just horrid. Horrid. It's fine now. That's fair. Thank you. Thank you still, though, viral cuts. You know, I always got to check. Never hesitate to bring up issues if you hear them. Well, game number 4 underway. 3 more to go. Still $1,000 on the line. And realistically, it's turned into a KP race between teams like Kennesaw Gold and Kennesaw Black, whether as much Travis hates to hear it. For squads like Seminole State College of Florida, though, their best chance of catching up to the upper embers of first and second is doing this. Taking a fight, getting a knock, and the burns to go with it for 2 found here outside of Bean. That is 1 remaining knock to boot, maybe up on the cusp here outside of Cito Station. And this is the way to do it. If Seminole State College is going to walk away with $300 or $700 tonight, you've got to get more aggressive. Now, Texas A&M, Texarkana, I think, honestly, their day may be done. Because realistically, they've got to wipe out Kennesaw if it means surviving and getting a top 2 finish. Their starts today, there is no time for bad starts. Granted, this is their chance to display excellence. Kennesaw is right above you, and if you get the wipe against Kennesaw here, you're already on the trajectory to catching up. Kindly Monkey on the other side will be knocked by Craze, but you have pinned yourself down below. With 1 peek, that'll be Craze down. Limbox walking away for a bit of recovery as a Newcastle revive has swung on through. A re-knock onto Craze with Zachary to follow suit. Beams around the back, and it's up to Elixirs now as a solo. Again, more Newcastle resets. Over and over and over. The trio is healthy for Texarkana, and Elixirs for Kennesaw State Black has taken to the grav lift, and out of it, whether it be confidence or a pure belligerence, they will be forced to play for their safety out of this fight. Texarkana, I love the fight. I love the drops. We need to see some serious follow through on that. All right. You have let the demon dog live, and they will reset here. Now, Sam Houston State University, they got a couple of full thirsts, and it is SJSU. Nkosu was asking earlier, how's SAJSU doing? And the answer is bad. They're already wiped out. Can't believe it. Angel Rada, thank you for the follow, Angel. I really appreciate that. Streams are a bit hard to find, so I had to follow Zephyr. So you had to. You were forced to follow me. Say it that way. Type the league's name on Twitch so most of us tag the league. There you go. Good. I'll say this. I don't even know if Darkside knows the leagues yet. Give him time. Granted, Darkside, you're tuning into College Apex just as it's ending for the season, so who knows? Granted, if you coach those KSU Black rosters all the way through the summer and into the first LAN ahead, they might be pretty darn scary. Especially fall. Come fall. All right, Seminole State College. They're chasing things away here. Of course, in front of them, University of South Dakota. Caught out in Cito, but quickly rotating at least into the POI as it will stand. Bandana and Texarkana, they've heard my advice, and when it comes to catching up for KP and 6 games remaining, the best thing you can do is just send. Gothic Raven will be thirsted out here, and maybe down to the low ground of maybe it's the Stormcatcher building or the Grav Cannon ahead. You got to keep rotating. Problem is, KSU Gold is looking just as confident when it comes to picking up KP. Komen Hohenheim already dropped out, and with 1 altar teleport play, they are quick to slam. Dark Side, I'm messing with you, by the way. I just think it's funny grammar. If you want to know any more information about College Apex, by the way, ask away. I'm really happy to answer those questions. I know we're coming to the end of the spring season, but anything that can help you figure out what lies in wait, I'm always happy to extend. St. John's University there, a little knock onto Wild Panda Hoss, and that's going to be national. By the way, Darkside, I am the official stream for this. For most college leagues, by the way, Darkside, I am the official stream. Most college leagues do not have an official stream, and so Zephyr steps in to be the official stream. Did you know that? That's crazy. There is some occasionally. Octane will host a few every once in a while. But most of them do not. ECAC does. ECAC does have a regular one. Seminole State College of Florida. I can't believe I'm saying this, but they've made their way all the way towards Wall. Zover, Mr. Ranger, and Maui Wowie as a trio. We'll see how this goes. Couple of big burns, and that's going to be a finalization of someone. I don't know who quite that was because they died out here fairly early. Texarkana not as successful on this full set, and with Bandana down and Craze to boot, this is, again, big failure for Texarkana over and over here today. Usually such a threatening roster. Zachary is forced to run up towards Stormcatchers if it means playing the life of this squad. Yeah, I was about to say Grap settles it pretty confidently. It's usually stereotypical ALGS format. Bans and POI draft are in NECC, Octane, and ECAC. Play versus the league you are currently watching is the only one that runs its own new rule set. It is important, though, because Kennesaw does play in PLC. It's still ALGS point scores, but it just doesn't have drafts or legend ban. But granted, that could change. This is like its first year of running Apex. By next year, it could be a completely new settlement. I like this from Seminole State College. They keep the aggression up here, and that's what they'll need if it means breaking past Kennesaw, whether it's gold or black for first or second. Now, a quick peek out and over to the edge of Kennesaw here, still in the IMC Armory, lets us know that Enlighten was just knocked out. Granted, I don't think that was a full roster. So, yeah, instead, National, or Haskell Indians Nations, they are very quick to pull themselves back together outside of the walls. We'll pop on over, yes, to none other than Hartwick College. A trio that will be, but Seminole State College, again, the benefactors of their eliminations. I mean, every single time in this game, it has been SSC. They've done such a great job of accelerating here. Thankfully, they have not run into KSU, which is usually the kind of stopgap against them because it's just a different level of gun skill. But getting this much KP early is a way to step up the pace. Usually, Octane is more competitive. So, when he says Octane, of course, you probably know Octane Collegiate League is the primary de facto collegiate league in College Apex. It's been around now for several years, and they have the highest competition because they've got 120 teams, and they are well organized to at least represent the best of the best. Whew. Team 15 here caught out with a solo dolo, and this time around it is Sam Houston State. We haven't talked about them much after a couple of failures in Skyhook. Still, 2v1, gonna stick out for the revive, and from all the way up on this rock, Megalomaniacs could probably provide a couple of quick thirsts here. It is a round 2 close, though, so if you want to rotate out and down towards Lagoon and you got the help to boot, heck, you could even make the grav cannon work if you can make them chase you away. Still, Sam Houston State, they've managed to wrap you here, and with a knock on to Iggy, that'll be all said and done. A quick tune-in to none other than Kindly Monkey Elixirs and Limbox. They had to drop all the way down here to Jurassic or wherever the crafter may have been to get themselves set back up. Jamie Splash and the rest wiped out, and I'm not quite sure if that was SSC. Sorry. We'll check. We'll check the map here in a second. Oh, KSU Gold. They're fighting for what usually is the space that this zone would end. Granted, with the acceleration of play here, no standard macro really matters. If you've got a complete seclusion in zone, even if it is the God spot, Kennesaw is going to look to send you whether you like it or not. Today, Haskell Indians Nation, while they are one of my favorite rosters, they've just not looked like a competitive team. But KSU Gold, they know as much of the rest that they have to keep that KP up, and more importantly, that high placement to be in the top 2. Seminole State College has arrived. Hearing the shots, though, this is a third party to capitalize here. And if they could wipe out KSU Gold, that would be huge for them in the overall standings to pop on up above to first or second. Maui Wowie, Mr. Ranger, and Zover, though, they have just as quickly assumed that same position we just saw out of KSU. Nice beam of the alternator against Zover, and that will be SCC struggling. EMP from the Gibraltar traded for the nades ahead. Vert may be low here, but it's enough to stop the revive from SSC. Of course, a nice slide out from Vert as Enlightened is on that other side. It is KSU Gold that has come back to third party the start of this fight. Mr. Ranger's looking for that full reset, but instead, yes, should be sticking the complete recovery of this team. Sky Pappy, the other end of the nut building with one quick dive. That'll be it for Haskell Indians Nation, and the full send from Kennesaw actually allows Seminole State College to remain in control. It does look like KSU Black is down to a solo. They are currently being chased by the University of Dayton towards that wall choke. Thankfully for them, should be able to get over to the wall pretty confidently. Now, Texas A&M, Texarkana, last time we saw them, they were coming out of that Stormcatcher stairwell. They really didn't look that good. They were getting wiped out. Let's go Penn State. Well, I'll tell you what, Facule. Sadly, there is no Penn State that plays on Play versus College. Penn State plays on Mondays. They play in the Eastern Collegiate Conference, which makes a little bit of sense. Kennesaw State, they almost run right into the EMP ahead here. Wrecked Emporium. I mean, they find themselves with Seminole ahead. This is really the competition for the top 2. Facule, don't be so sad. Don't be so sad. Penn State good. Penn State good. But Penn State Monday. I'm sorry. Well, a little teleport to the outside again. This could just be another setup into the other nut building here for KSU. Trying to take over trying to take over Seminole State has not been the biggest of benefits here. Yo, thank you so much for the GOAT. I appreciate that, Facule. Little Rhombus, also, thank you for the follow. GOAT. Well, hey. Teleports out and away. Kanji character Enlightened and Wrecked Emporium. They don't have the easiest time here against Seminole State College, so they're going to impede on other lands ahead. Sam Houston State versus, well, it looks like Kennesaw. No, Dayton. Yeah, Dayton here, caught out on the other side. Already a drop of 1, and the pylon will do a little bit of defense against the bombardment. The timing on getting that break, just a bit too slow from Chris.exe. Doesn't change the fact, though, that you've got the full thirst to boot. Kindly Monkeys on the other side, picking up Azura. Does Syracuse have a team? Pretty sure. Noah Prob Fried, I am pretty sure Syracuse does have a team. I believe they also compete on Mondays. Well, a full reset for Kennesaw Black, and this is one of the best rosters in this lobby. They will be the end of University of Dayton here. Now they got to turn their attention towards Sam Houston State. Granted, Sam Houston State, I don't even think they realize the pressure that awaits them there. Jamie might have to put down that Kraber. Well, league is on Mondays, the Eastern Collegiate Conference. So that kind of explains why teams like Syracuse, Penn State, they're playing out east, you know? Well, Enlightened, Kanji character, Wrecked Emporium, Kraber in hand. More shots from afar here, and they will continue to look. It's called ECAC, Vite Cool Guy. SSC back up to high ground. Remember, this zone in particular pulls way, way up. Oh, dang. Sam Houston State, as we tune back into them, we're tuning into what could have been their end. It's a 1v1 here against Limbox and Chris.exe. Chris.exe taking a little bit of that burn. Does have the Sparrow's ultimate. Kennesaw Black need to get these revives now. Problem is, you are doing it on the outside of zone. Chris.exe, though, already provides himself a new home on the outside. The Sparrow's ultimate, one last resounding gift from Sam Houston State as Chris.exe presents himself here. 5 squads remaining, and there's the couple of full thirst against elixirs and the like. And instead, it is, yes, Kennesaw State versus Kennesaw State violence. Kennesaw Gold is on something different today. That'll be Black wiped out in the top 5. They survived. They were able to get a couple of good recoveries, but it really doesn't matter here. Now we have to look towards Texas A&M Texarkana. There is no way Texarkana should lose this game. From this position, with that pull, they would have to be absolutely silly to lose this one here. Kennesaw, they've already dropped 2 from Chris.exe on the other side of zone, and you got the full thirst to go with it. That's it for KSU Gold, a wipe from SSC. There were 3 squads remaining, and again, Texarkana are the only roster that has all 3 members still alive. 38 seconds to go, and both Seminole State College and Sam Houston State have to climb up the zone to get into this position. A little breach charge from the Hemlock there from Chris.exe, and realistically just doesn't matter. The minute you over peak here is the minute that you may find yourself dead. And I mean, Tamu's got a bead on everybody in the zone here. I talked about needing recovery. This is the best recovery I have seen from Texas A&M Texarkana. Problem, I don't think they got as much KP as some of those Kennesaw rosters, but still, a dub is a dub. A win is worth 12 points in competitive Apex Legends. It goes then 12, 9, 7, 5, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 0 for the rest. Nice little Kraber tap all the way out back from Chris.exe, and the rest of these teams trying their best to rotate out. But the constant gatekeeping here from Zachary, Bandana, and Crazed should be enough to finish the job. You can hear the Octane Pad. All right, I guess the Octane Pad's going to be the benefactor of rotation. A nice bombardment as well. And that will, for a second, get Seminole State College a little bit further. Problem is, with that Gibby bubble down and that high ground still very much into Texas A&M Texarkana's control, all you need is one good port steal and a Sparrow's ultimate. Another Gibby bubble. Talk about the short cooldown on that. That's insane. I mean, it is like shooting fish in a barrel. The Gibby bubble is wonderful, and granted, they're probably going to have another one here to defend in just a second. But how do you even fight into this? Not to mention Chris.exe, always a thorn in the side as Sam Houston State. I mean, realistically, we're counting seconds between the next exchanges ahead. Well, 30 seconds on the clock for the round 6 close, and even if it is guaranteed, I feel like, yeah. Wait, what league is this? This is PCL, the Play versus Collegiate League, Magic Trickster. Apex College Esports, let's go! Snap call, you got a favorite team, bud? All right. Zover gets the full thirst there on the Chris.exe, so that is at least one extra piece of KP for Seminole State College. But even Zachary, look at that. Zachary got absolutely domed there. And Texas A&M, Texarkana, they're just, like, they're fine. It's a whole northern pole. One bad peak. That rock ain't going to last for long. And you've got double Kraber shots with your name on them from Crazed here. Got to be careful. Don't accidentally drop down. Zover's always looking behind the rock, and Mr. Ranger's here as well. That Gibraltar bubble is still available for rotation. Gibby alt could go crazy. Drop the Newcastle wall. Does that block? That's a good question. I haven't tested that. Does Newcastle's front outward thing block? Or does it just still get it from up above? Well, sorta? Okay. Definitely a sorta. Well, still a push play here. Seminole State College, a duo for so long this game, and finally losing out on space ahead. The bubble was already expended, and they may have one more in the tank. Honestly, Texas A&M, Texarkana, they really want to win this game, so that's why they're being so slow on this push play. But that is the last bit of cover available. There's no more cover now. One last pad all the way on height. A Sparrow's ultimate will be dropped down immediately, so whether you play this side or the other, that's it for Mr. Ranger, and with the full knock to send, it was never a question. Congratulations to Texas A&M Texarkana. Personally, I think that took way too long. But you know what? For a team that's been playing with their monitors off all day long, a win is a win. All right. Here you guys go. Let's pull open the scoreboard while we wait. I've already got a little photo of it here. Now, from that game alone, I was right. Texas A&M, Texarkana, there you see them, Team 2, only 5 KP with their dub. Sadly, that's not enough. 12 points for the win is incredible, but you still get 9 for second place. And a team like Seminole State College of Florida, they went nuclear. They had the most KP this entire game, 15. They wiped out more than a fourth of the lobby going in and out there. Second place, that's going to be 24 points. Sam Houston State, shout out to them. This is their best game of the day. They walk away with 18 points total. You got both Kennesaw rosters, 7 and 9 at 7 KP respectively. That is going to be for Kennesaw Gold, 12 points, and for Kennesaw Black, 11 points. Shout out to the 6 KP that University of Dayton is able to get. That wipes out the rest of the lobby there at 9 points. And then, yeah, one or 2 KP there on the other side for teams like Haskell Indians Nation and for St. John's University. That's a big recovery for Seminole State College. I don't think our points are completely updated yet, but hey, looking at the overall leaderboard, I might be wrong. 68 points for Seminole State College, 67 for Kennesaw Black. For all 3 of our first games here, Kennesaw was in the lead in first and second place. Seminole State College has officially overtaken them in third right now, or in second right now. First place with $700, second place with $300. Last 2 games, it is surprisingly closer than I thought. If Kennesaw has a bad result at any point, and I'm talking both rosters here, and Seminole State College continues with that kind of aggression that we just saw, it is over. KSU Fraud Watch, it might literally be KSU Fraud Watch, but it's not the KSU you're expecting. It's KSU Black. They're the ones currently behind. We stay humble, Gangy. Yeah, well, Kennesaw Gold is currently number 1, 75 points and $700 potentially their way soon here. Now, I do think this is why we play match point. Here's an example of that. A couple of teams taking their time. But right now, we've got teams 6, 11, and 12 that will not be participating in this next game thus far. Seems like everyone else is relatively here. That is St. John's University. That is St. John's University and University of Texas Rio Grande. Bit of a shame, but this is why we like match point format. Match point format, you get to your points, and then when you get to your points, you have that chance to win, but it still is a longer competition. For a lot of these teams, they don't have a chance now. Right? If you're Texas Rio Grande, I'm sorry. There's just no chance you're able to survive. You can block Gibby Alt with Newcastle Wall if you hug the wall and cue your back. Okay. Good to know. Hi, Parksa. When does match point start? Everest, if you want to catch match point, sadly, Play Versus does not run a match point final. Explain match point a little more, please. Sure. Here we go. We got a lot of time before next game, so I might as well just do this. What is this? Sketchpad? Sure, why not? Okay. So you have here's all your teams. You have 50 points, right? So your teams, they play the game as normal, right? And then the minute they get to 50 points, how do I change the color? Red? Yeah, there we go. The minute they get above 50 points, they become something called match point eligible, right? Eligible. Can I fill? Sure. There you go. Let's go something darker. It's disgusting. Yeah, purple. Okay. So when you're match point eligible, from this point onwards, you have to win a game. When you win the game, the next game, by the way, after 50 points, you win the tournament. And so for teams that are behind, right? How 6 years in college and Unk doesn't know how to spell? That's not 2 L's? Okay, didn't know that. Well, remove that L. That's all that matters. So right now you're at like 45 points. But because this team, this one team needs to win, that gives other teams the chance from game to game to game to win, right? 2 games left. That is right. There are only 2 games left of this current competition. So like, for example, let's say this is game 1. Team does well, team does well, team does well, right? Give me this purple. Can I have bigger purple? Wow. Thank you. Wow. Okay. So team does well, team does well, team does well. This is game 1. Wow. And then we go to game 2. And now one team hits match point. This team does well. And then they don't win, right? So they don't win. Or no. Game 2, they hit match point. So game 3, they're doing super well, but they don't win, right? Yeah. This is amazing. But this game, this team hits match point 2. So then we go to game 4, and then suddenly this team wins, right? So this team's your winner. Woo! That's a crown. This is supposed to be a crown. So the whole point is getting to your like 50-point threshold and then winning a game. Because realistically, it's way more entertaining to watch compared to a regular format. Because in a regular format, what happens is you go game 1. So it prevents a runaway. It's not even like preventing a runaway, because a runaway can still happen in match point. But what it does is it makes it so that other teams have a chance to be competitive even as the game goes on. Because in game 1 versus like, till say game 4, you have all your teams starting out, and then like we're down in the dumps. One team's like way up here, one team's up here. This team just straight up leaves, and then you have this team up here, this team up here now, and this team just left. Because what's the point? This team can't catch up to this team in a standard format. There's literally no reason for them to play, because at a certain point, mathematically, you cannot. Remember, in a standard game of Apex Legends, there are only 111 points available without revives. Okay? Without revives, there are only 111 points available. So a few teams will be on match point this game, and the following game we have the first place winner. Everest Play Versus does not have match point format. Today is just 6 games. Play Versus, match point, Okay, Octane, ECAC. Sure, that was supposed to be C. And NECC. They have match point. So Play Versus, which is tonight, this is tonight, does not have match point. It's just a 6 game, $1,000. So there you go. Anyways, couple of trades here. It's KSU versus KSU action. I like when we hop directly into it. It's much more fun. You'll see less squads remaining. That's not because teams died and we weren't watching. That's because they left. A couple of teams didn't even have their full rosters today. Squads like Texas Rio Grande, I'm pretty sure, had spring break, and that's why they're not even here. Some rosters, they've learned exactly what I just said, where there's 2 games remaining, and to get first or second place, you need 60 points. If you need 60 points with 2 games remaining, that means you need at least 30 points a game, which means you need to walk away with a dub with 18 KP. That means wiping out half of the lobby and winning. A lot of teams understand they can't do that, and that's not a dumb thing. Teams understand that, so why play the game? Now, Texas A&M, Texarkana, a winner of the last. They are one of the few rosters that was able to find a strong start in Game 4. To catch up to the top 2 would take a mountain of success for them, because it not just needs great success, it needs aggressive success. Right now, to catch up to 3rd, it looks like they need 40 points. Who's the new SJSU 3rd? It varies. This isn't new. Half and It's Me Angle have been playing the entire semester, Grap. They're not new 3rds at all. I can't believe we're going to a wall finish again. Almost literally deja vu. The only difference is this one's going to finish directly in wall compared to what we saw last game, where we went out towards the side. Still, KP race. I've seen Hap before, but not Angle. Yeah, Angle's been playing play versus the entire season. It's Me Angle. SJSU, I've never asked Viking Cap, because at the beginning of play versus, Viking Cap was playing with SJSU. It seems like they've just allowed this roster to compete instead here for play versus. I don't know if Viking Cap or Schmub really wanted to play versus, and whether it be the quality or just their time frame or scheduling. Because I know at least for the first couple weeks, they literally weren't available due to their classes. So this is just the roster for SJSU that plays play versus. Now, a tune in with Norwich University. Texas A&M, Texarkana. This has got to be KP in the chamber. Not a maybe, not an if, not a, oh, we'll get to it later, or let's go to zone. Texarkana, if they want to finish top 2, have to wipe Graceful Mammon, Fumble Month, and the rest of Norwich University. If they do not wipe Norwich, they're currently selling. Alabama State University, the rest of these rosters, they'll take their time. Shout out to University of Dayton. Not the worst place today. They've done pretty competitive at 46 points. They're still very much in contention for these next 2 games, but very similar to what we've discussed with these other rosters. They've got to get more aggro. Here's the drop from Texas A&M Texarkana right into Fumble Gump here, and that will be a full knock of 1. A quick lifeline reset coming on through, and Bandana is going to get the full burns out of the rest there. One final remaining member, and Norwich University is out and deleted. Texas A&M Texarkana. There you go. That's 5 KP on the board. This roster needs even more than that. All right? They need to win this game. They need to wipe out even more of these rosters, and the quicker that Kennesaw or SSC dies, the better chance they have. Now, sadly, I mean, it's a struggle. SJSU and the rest. Sam Houston State trading 1 for 1 on either side, 2 for 2. It's Me Angle. I mean, a quick revive. Is shit boring? Sorry, not Koryu. That's just the way play versus is. And you know what? Why not support them when they can become something fantastic for college over time? You know? Just how it goes. If every project was killed before it started, we wouldn't have anything. I was trolling. I've watched your sightings. There you go. There you go. Well, SJSU still stuck as a duo, but they were at least able to get the banner, so recovery is imminent. Problem is, Kennesaw Black is nearby. The only saving grace is that Kennesaw is completely split. If you take a look at Team 9 on your map, the rest of them are all the way towards the north here. This is exciting. I love this series. I mean, you love it even more because Seminole State College is genuinely in a winning spot right now. Like, they absolutely... I mean, they're currently in second place, and who knows, might be on something further ahead. Zendikar, thank you for the raid. What were you up to, my man? Feel free to head out whenever you want, but thank you. Are you just playing ranked? A little scrim action? For those of you that have just joined, this is the Play versus Finals, $1,000 on the line. Our team's able to play in all the leagues. At least right now, yes. But remember, every single league costs money. And for some leagues, you need to be a partner with the entire league with all of your college's games. So you can't just sign up for Apex, albeit you can. Financially, it doesn't make sense to just sign up for Apex in some of these leagues. Because they'll charge, like, really, really extreme prices for just one game, and then a really, really cost-reduced version for all the games that they offer. So Play Versus offers literally everything. But it's better to sign up for the entirety of Play Versus as your college. So just how it goes. NECC does the same thing, albeit NECC in College Apex is kind of a weird one. Let's not talk about that one. Octane only offers Apex, so you just sign up for that. And then, who else am I thinking? ECAC, they are another one of those super leagues where they got like a dozen games you can sign up for. Oh, KSU Black, quick to drop down in a full thirst against Megalomaniacs. That tells me that this is Sam Houston State caught out. Coming through from that low ground. They could be wrapped and routed by SJSU. All three members are back up here, and well, they might be coming through to play revenge here. Couple of shots extended, and that is Kindly Monkey from Kennesaw Black. He didn't realize there was a team lying in wait here, so Elixirs and Limbox are just as quickly on the recovery, back up to the house they call home, and just as quickly as they arrive, it's none other than the University of Dayton, I guess, trying to survive there. It was just Bluish Game Boy. The rest of University of Dayton are still on the northern side of that zone. I mean, what can we say? And these rosters are just kind of like cutting through each other. Granted, you're chasing KP. Match point format is a different book. And when you're just running a very standard 6-game series, I mean, you got to deal with what you got to deal. Another full thirst there, and another rotation that we just saw from KSU Black to the low ground. We are watching Seminole State College, though. Has been a little bit of a quieter game for them compared to last time around. Still, KP's KP, picking up a dime a dozen here outside the buildings ahead, and that's where the majority of our fighting has taken place here. Nobody is in wall. Not a single person is in wall. If this continues pulling up north, it just showcases the format. The format is so influential in why these teams are acting like this. If you don't have to play for the win, you need to play for as many points as possible. And sadly, kills are weighted so much more heavily at a time. Well, Zover will be dropped down by Elixirs, and Kennesaw Black has found a knock of one. SSC, they might get usurped here. Beams around the back and an EMP to boot on the trade for Bubble. Limbox and Kindly Monkey are flesh for lows. Elixirs is on a peak of their own. SCC, single man remaining here. At least a knock of one, but instead, a wipe of the entirety here. SSC, they will be overtaken, very likely, by KSU Black now. Oh, it's guaranteed. Both KSU rosters are still alive in this final zone, and the massive success for SSC in Game 4 is not found here again. Quick revive for Limbox. You got the double jump Sparrow up to high ground. It's a trade away. Elixirs and the rest of Kennesaw very quickly trying to catch the final member of Sam Houston State as it is revealed. Now, just taking a look at zone, we do find out that KSU Gold did die early. So this one's going to turn our lobby on its head. Shout out to University of Dayton. They are currently 20 points behind the top 3 right now. For University of Dayton, surviving into this top 5 is already pretty good. They've gotten some KP to work with. Problem is, they need to win this game and practically wipe the rest of this lobby ahead. SJSU's into wall. How can I join? Sadly, you have to sign up for the Play Versus League about 2 months ago. But Wyatt Darrow, I appreciate the question nonetheless. And also, we share the same name. So, you are my brother. No. Texas A&M, Texarkana, another team that is chasing our top 3 rosters right now. SSC is down. KSU Gold is already wiped out. Kennesaw Black, Texas A&M, Texarkana has to knock this. Darrow, that is true. We have the same name. My name is Wyatt. Did you know that? I'm not even joking. My name is actually Wyatt. I love it. I love the name Wyatt. It's one of my favorite things ever. That's cool. There you go. That's all you need to know. Well, Kennesaw Black, they over-assume this position, and for Texas A&M Texarkana, it's barely a fight. We're seeing no damage here on the other side that really represents, and for Texas A&M Texarkana, I think that's it. I don't think they've got enough time in the chamber here. With 1 game remaining, I don't think this roster's going to catch up in time. For University of Dayton and SSC, that is a much more competitive question here, but this game alone is probably going to put Kennesaw State Black on top here. We do get a couple of tune-ins to teams like Alabama State holding out the choke. A Kraber traded away for University of Dayton. Remember, they need as much KP as they can get, and right now, that means the rest of this lobby still chokes ahead, and Alabama State continuing to run this one out here. SJSU and Kennesaw State Black, the other side of this zone, SJSU and Kennesaw Black right next to each other there and could run into a fight ahead. Ton of clay dropped to but a single point remaining, and if that isn't the push from Kennesaw Black, this isn't Kennesaw Black. Now half, it's me angle. They do have that altar port play available all the way towards the side. I got KSU winning, JSU. If you're talking KSU, then yeah, they're probably winning, Wyatt. Remember, this is Play Versus. It follows, it's in like a separate timeline. It doesn't follow the same macro as competitive Apex. It is truly run or gun for fun. So, nice cracks there. Couple of final breaks, and that is SJSU wiped out by KSU. We're down to Alabama State, University of Dayton, and the Kennesaw Black roster. Fritz, Jamie Splashing, Kingless already getting a taste of Kennesaw and how good this team can be. University of Dayton, they'll hold on to the building down south. There's no reason for them to get involved yet, especially if it means fighting ahead. But granted, honestly, they should be just a little bit closer here. You would be able to get the full thirst on a couple this KP. And with one last peek behind the bamboo, that Kraber shot does not land in a way that matters. Another one, a trying attempt from Bluish Game Boy. And here we go, KSU from up on high, a Gibraltar Dome. That's a bit of defense for now, but you are still caught out. One snipe from afar there with the Sentinel in hand. Another long-range shot from Azur Hero for just 70, but it is a slow assumption of space from KSU. They are in zone and ready to go, a standard 3v3, and if you take one bad knock, if University of Dayton gets hits just a little bit, this is KSU Black on you in seconds. I got MHJKKKKK winning. Yeah. The Mawahai Juvenile Cool Kids Correction Facility is a great roster. Anyways, Kennesaw Black, double drops, no surprises here. One final remaining member out and over towards the building. Even if they don't know where they is, they've got enough information to find out exactly where they are. The quick scans up above from Elixirs, even with the altar port plays, the teleport doesn't quite land the way they want, but you still can find your way to the inside just as quickly. Elixir's already peeking this out, and while yes, Azur Hero and Bluish Game Boy are still alive, It's really not for long. Elixir still will go down here, and the rest of Kennesaw able to find a couple of ports to the outside there, and that will be the final tick of damage for Kennesaw Black. I could solo wipe these lobbies. Wyatt, I do not doubt that. But hey, you're missing out on $1,000, and that is just simply a shame. Well, hey, huge 5th game here. We've still got one more to go. Let's take a look at the scoreboard from this last game. Ace North, thank you for the follow. You combined 2 of my favorite things. Let me join. I'm actually insane at Apex. Oh, Wyatt, this is an official registered paid-for competition. Like, I know these guys look like chuds, but they spent money to be here. There's $1,000 on the line. Ace North, yo! Manny sent me? Are you talking about Manolito? From Texas Rio Grande? Well, Kennesaw Black, 27 KP with a dub. That is one of our highest point games of the day. Wow, 39 points. The next closest team is a 9-point finish just strictly from the University of Dayton. There you've got Alabama State with 1 KP in 3rd. That's 8 points. SJSU only walks away with 5. Seminole State College of Florida, they're at least a bit more competitive. 5 KP with 5th. That's 9 points there. They tie University of Dayton in 2nd. I will point out Team 7, that is SJSU Gold, currently behind at 0 this game. They only walk away with their single placement point. So teams like Seminole State College with 9 points, that's really good catch-up. Albeit, is it enough to catch up to KSU Gold? Kennesaw Black, they blow it out of the water. At 106 points now, they are the #1 team. Kennesaw State Gold and Seminole State College are a 1-point difference. 76 to 77. No one else matters. Not a single other team can put up the 40-plus points necessary here. The next closest is the University of Dayton, and they would need 22 points. All right? Click the column and sort the teams. Can I? There we go. Appreciate it. Granted, I will say Enlightened, I don't take this as law yet because they are currently updating it in real time. So while yes, some of these points are legitimate, some of them are being updated right after that game. And so it's not, I will not announce the winners officially. Granted, Kennesaw Black definitely won today, right? I don't think there's any other world where Kennesaw Black doesn't walk away with the dub right now. They're at 106 points. Can every college have more than one team? Yeah, 100%. If you've got the rosters to spare, you can register as many teams per college as you want. Octane has multiple teams of the same thing. ECAC has multiple teams. Why would you? There's no reason to deny them. The real question is, do you have enough competitive teams? I've seen a college with like 4. Yeah, UCF Knights, UCF Knights Academy, UCF JV, St. John's University White, St. John's University Red, St. John's University Blue. I mean, there's a lot of teams who do kind of double dip here. All right, so Texas A&M, Texarkana, to catch up to the top, you guys would need 41 plus points. Make that 42, and we know the bar is going to raise. This will not be 77 and 76. This will be like 80-something, etc. So realistically, the next closest team is the Dayton Flyers, and they are going to absolutely need 30-plus points. So that is a win in 18 KP, which I just simply don't think the Dayton Flyers are capable of at this point. So from Team University of Dayton down, your journey is over. It's over. You are not capable. You just simply aren't. When Kennesaw Gold, Kennesaw Black, and Seminole State College are this far ahead of the rest, it's over. All right? So that's it for Dayton. That's it for Texarkana, Haskell Indians Nation, Sam Houston State, Alabama State, San Jose State University, Norwich, University of Texas Rio Grande, Western Nebraska, South Dakota, all St. John's rosters, Harrisburg, Hartwick, Newmont, and Seneca Polytechnic. So this is a tight race now between Kennesaw State University, black and gold, and Seminole State College of Florida. If you told me Seminole State College of Florida was going to do this good today and truly be the difference maker, I would not have expected it. All right. Sorry, I'm back. Ads got me. Welcome back, Ace. All they said to you was, are you representing for Texas Rio Grande? Is that the Manny you're talking about, Manolito? Are you friend of Texas Rio Grande? Chump, respond. Let me join him actually inside. I already responded to you, Wyatt. Wyatt, I already responded to you. I told you these teams play from, they actually paid to be here. This is not a for free tournament you could just join. They actually spent money to register 2 months ago and have competed against other college rosters. And now there's $1,000 on the line. So not just anybody can join. Talk like Jen, Australian accent. I don't think I can do an Australian accent very well. Mr. Emmanuel Catagena. All right, I'm going to try because he did the points. 10,000 points is no joke. I got to do 1 minute. You thought, right? Better get, you're going to get it. There's still 2 minutes till we get in game. All right, you get some Australian stuff for 1 minute, albeit it's not good. Anyways, like I said, Kennesaw at 676, SSC at 77. This is the true race right now. And Kennesaw and Seminole State have displayed that they both can have extremely explosive games. I think Kennesaw Black is safe. Both of these teams need 30-plus points, which, while it is not impossible, the problem is Kennesaw Black is going to change it. Tamut just had another player disconnected. Sleazy, it's okay. Texarkana can't win today at all anyways. It doesn't even really matter. He wants to change it with tonight. Unless I hear it from him, you know what? I might also have to just refuse that request slightly. The Manny, I got DC'd loading in. The Manny, who are you? Who do you play for? Texarkana overtime. Yeah, sadly, I'm being completely honest with you guys. When it comes to points, these teams from this point downwards cannot win today. This is a race between Kennesaw Gold, Kennesaw Black, and Seminole State. It would genuinely take any one of these other rosters wiping out the entire thing. Damn it, had another player disconnect that round. It's a shame. If it was private codes... Anyways. If it was private codes, it would definitely be... I don't know. I think the rule's a little silly, but because they have to restart the lobby entirely every single time, I do understand why the disconnect rule is so aggressive. If it was private codes, you guys could reconnect and restart a game every single time. But hey, I don't control that. I'm just the avid spectator. Hopefully, I mean, I'll say this right now, I will definitely be providing my feedback for hopefully next fall when it starts over again, because I want to see Play Versus continue to succeed. So whether that's private codes, overstat, etc., I think it's well in part of the rest of the lobby. By the way, I want to make this clear. At 38 players in the lobby, and so like we'll say 36 available KP with a dub at 48 points. 48 to 47 points. The only teams that could actually actively qualify based off of killing this entire lobby is Haskell Indians Nation, Texarkana, University of Dayton, and then, yeah, Kennesaw and SSC. everyone else mathematically can't qualify because there's not enough players in the lobby to wipe out. That's where we're at now. Well, the race between SSC, Kennesaw Black, and Kennesaw Gold, I honestly want to see Seminole State win. I love Kennesaw, all right? I love Kennesaw with all my heart. I've seen them do well in multiple leagues here. And truth be told, we already know Kennesaw Black is going to finish first, or, I mean, probably just first. The real question is, who gets that second place with $300 on the line? The whole reason I know for a fact first is still Kennesaw Black is that game is, they're 30 points ahead, both SSC and the rest. Zover will start with a knock on to half here. It's Miangle and Ton of Clay Master stuck as a duo now. That is 2 KP. I mean, a couple extra beams onto SJSU around the side, and this should be 3 nice points in the chamber for SSC. Ton of Clay is going to find a knock onto Mr. Ranger, but a response on the other side is now a 2v1 situation. Ton of Clay Master still stuck down below, and this is the best fragger of this squad, but sadly, as good as you are, SSC is confident. Now, KSU Black is all the way over towards the side of Pylon. Oh! Here we go. Unfortunate night for us. Thanks for the love, Zeph. We'll be here in more leagues for a second season of fall. Absolutely. And Texarkana, if an assistant director position ever opens up, contact. All right. I gotta do, it's elixirs. How do I do an Australian accent? G'day. G'day. It's a knock here against Graceful Melon and Most Delta Scorchers as a duo caught out here on the side of Pylon. Now, they're going to be able to get their, set themselves up for sure. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, a couple of knocks here against Forge and Toast, and yeah, KSU Gold is chasing out KP just as quickly here. Going to keep themselves competitive in the race against Seminole State College. Still, knock against Enlighten and Iggy. Drop down from afar here. Wrecked Emporium and Kanji character just as quickly slide on through, and that's going to be another KP to shore up their weakness against Seminole State College. Not far away, you do have Haskell Indian Nations, but a quick chew over to the other side of Western Nebraska Community College lets us know that Texas A&M Texarkana, even though they are down a member here, are still going to fight with true spirit. Goofy Cashew out through the choke there, and granted, should be able to get a recovery. The accent is awesome. Love it. Well, maybe I should make it a lower point score. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think it's... I'm not going to lie. I've spoken to Lace. I've spoken to Genome for years. And I feel like if they heard how I was talking right now, I'd get smacked upside the head. So, it is what it is. But granted, I could probably make that a lower point score just to have fun. All right, there you go. That is the 1 minute for Limbox to have a good time. All right. Now KSU Black. True Aussie. I do a Jamaican accent sometimes for Travis's Caribbean. KSU Black, they're just the point sponge of the current lobby here. A drop on to Kingless, and yeah, Fritz and Sure of Myself from Alabama State. They're gonna look for recovery, but there is no way that KSU Black doesn't get full knocks. Yeah. Little beam of the 45, a trade back for the 75 reset. Kindly Monkey, a shield swap down below. And the rest of Kennesaw have shown up here out front. Little portal play out towards the side. And that'll be it for Alabama State. 9 squads remaining. And woo, Seminole State College, you better win this fight. If Seminole State College loses to Kennesaw Black here, it is guaranteed that both Kennesaw rosters will finish first and second. A Vert Nade will find purchase onto elixirs of just 50 health. A couple of zip lines as well. This is not the team you want to get pseudo-competitive against. Maui Wowie, Mr. Ranger, and Zover. Already a knock of 1. Kindly Monkeys found it there with a 45 and a blast to beat. Nice crack as well, but with the full health of Kennesaw on the other side of the equation. They just didn't know. Seminole State College, they'll at least find a little knock on the other side, but it's Elixirs and Limbox. They are still dastardly in this combo. And for KSU Black, they have put away the hopes and dreams of SSC. They didn't know. They just simply did not know. Had SSC run into anybody else, we would be talking about a much different finish. But here's the problem. Kennesaw Gold is still in the lobby, and every second that Kennesaw Gold survives, because they were so close in the point score line, it's guaranteed to be a top 2 finish from both Kennesaw teams. Kindly Monkey, a nice knock on a bluish Game Boy there, takes the full brunt of that EMP, is quickly teleporting to the inside, needs to make a trade, but instead, back towards the teleport here, right behind you, and he is completely... Oh no, it's Kennesaw Gold, third party. Well, Kennesaw Gold, little does Black know. I mean, they've come through here. Quick reset with the Valkyrie, and point blank from underneath, it won't be enough. Couple of full thirsts out and away, and Elixirs on that Valkyrie will survive to another day. Instead, KSU Gold, they carry themselves for a top 7 finish no matter what. SSC's out of it, and with that top 7 exchange, now we move into placements increasing alongside KP. So, no. Seminole State College of Florida played absolutely out of their minds all day long, and it really did just come down to this final game of the day. Now, I will say, if Kennesaw Black does not get a complete reset here, Kennesaw Gold could take away first place. It is going to be tough. I don't know if there's enough points to do it. And you still have some very competitive rosters in the lobby. In Texas, I was about to say, KSU Gold is not infallible. They've not won every single game, right? They've come very, very close in the change. And even the games they were supposed to win, we've seen KSU Gold mess up occasionally. The reason I didn't cast that fight is because not much happened during it. Craze and Zachary, even as a duo, they can't make a really strong exchange here against Sam Houston State. So instead, they played slow. They say I'm getting put into the transfer portal for this. Manny, what college you going to? That's what I need. That's what I need to know. All right. You got your options. You got your scholarships. You got your reel. You can take clips from the Zephyrcast stream to make your competitive reel. KSU Black just got this revive, and now they're being held out. I mean, KSU... Okay, Black is able to get to the Trident, and that's going to be the difference maker here, but still, full beams. That's more KP for KSU Gold, and we'll see how it goes. Transferring to the adult life? Never mind. What a shame. It was a pleasure, though. 2 DCs on finals. What's our luck, man? Zachary, I will say, Texas A&M Texarkana is still alive in-game. So anything that happens from this point onwards, I now know that you guys have died already. And if you haven't, why are you texting while you're playing? What are we doing? Yeah, I would... Going to make a premonition here. Haskell Indians Nation gets a crack and full sends Tamut. If that doesn't happen, whoa. There's that Trident recovery play for KSU Black. They keep this up. Hey, look, there's the knock on to Crazed. Should be the full push from Haskell Indians Nation. And the wipeout against Tamut here in a second. Yep, there it is. Full push, final finish. Come on, Zachary. That's why I don't want you guys talking in game. The chance of the 2v3, the magic, it just disappears like that. All right. Well, the longer, by the way, the longer that KSU Black survive in this game is the longer that they find themselves better and better KP. I don't know if they have the chance to get banner recoveries off, but as long as KSU Gold's on the other side of the map, letting them do their thing, they don't know that, but letting them do their thing, very likely that KSU Gold will never catch up to them. Because for every single placement that goes forward here, KSU Black is picking it up as well. And right now, it's not a big deal. There's only 3 points on the line for 6th place. But if KSU Black finishes top 3, that's 7, 9, or 12 points available. Still, KSU Gold, they will chase number one as much as they can. Hartwick College is the team that claims the high ground here, and already right off of the bat, Rect and Kanji blasting on forward. The Octine pad to boot. There's the port play utilizing the altar, and that should be a catch of one here on this rotation. Sparrow broken, Mad Maggie as well. There's the drop, and you've got the ball to also push this one just as quickly ahead. Shout out to Hartwick College, Captain Morgan, and Gothic Raven. You play it all season long, but you just have to deal with pure chaos. Well, one remaining member out to the western side of Mills. Haskell Indians Nation here. They got a couple of knocks going their own way, and I don't know. Yeah, Captain Morgan just sitting on less than 50 health remaining, trying to race towards that trident, but instead finds themselves knocked outside of zone. Shout out to Haskell's Indian Nation, able to find a full wipe to boot to take us to the top 5. Remember, that increases the amount of points that KSU Black is receiving from the Seatoad Station side of zone, which, by the way, pretty sure KSU Black is getting revives on the Seatoad Station. That will be KSU Gold, maybe wrapped from the other end. You can see them flying in here. I say flying in. They're honking their way in. So, nice full finish from KSU Gold. KSU Black is still in it. Haskell Indians Nation and Sam Houston State are the only other teams to call something home. Vattery, thank you for the raid, my man. My Pro League GOAT. I will say, we're getting to the end of stream here. We're on the very final 4 squads remaining. It's coming to a close. But hey, if you guys are just joining us, we're kind of watching the race between KSU Gold and KSU Black. I'm pretty sure KSU Black has won the tournament entirely, but KSU Gold, a knock on to Kindly Monkey and maybe some more damage to boot, could push them into first place overall. Either way, it's Kennesaw on Kennesaw victories. First place walks away with 700. Second place with 300 there. Kennesaw, they're unable to catch up to Kennesaw. Man, talk about something that can get old fast. Well, Elixirs will get knocked, and with one final tap, Kennesaw Black will be finalized in 4th overall. That is 5 points for their placement. Maybe some KP to go. Couple other shots here. Wild Panda Hoss and Vert just as quickly popped away, but it is not Kennesaw from up above. Instead, it's Sam Houston State. A couple of shots over on the side of bridge here. Wild Panda Hoss really doing no better on the other building. Completely chased out, and that's going to be Wrecked Emporium with the full finish knock there. One final remaining member for the Haskell's Indian Nation. And while there is a revive being stuck on the other building, you know for a fact that KSU will assume this position quickly. A Sparrow's ultimate against them will slow things down for now. That's going to allow for at least a nice revive for Haskell's, but just as much, Sam Houston State has come through, hearing the shots, looking for a third party, but only finds them into a face of a bombardment still. Knocks against Enlighten, a drop on Direct Emporium, one final remaining member in Kanji character, and for Kennesaw, there is no final dub of the day. Instead, it's Sam Houston State versus Haskell Indians Nation here. I'm pretty sure that wipeout guarantees that KSU Black will finish first place and KSU Gold will finish second place here. For now, let's just enjoy our final 3v3 of the play versus season. There we go. A starting fuse ultimate for the interior of building. Chris, a little Sparrow's tactical there as Sam Houston is looking partially separated, even though got Haskell Indians on the other side of the bridge, still finding themselves, well, tracked out. There's the grab lift. Cool Red Hood, thank you for the follow. A snipe against Sky Pappy with the 301 beamer. It's up to Wild Panda Hoss or Vert to find at least one knock on the other side. Wild Panda Hoss already looking flesh for flesh here. Gotta hit these shots, but the zone will force you in whether you like it or not. For Haskell's Indian Nations, they've got no cover, and it is the prime time to capitalize. Whether you take the portal or anything to work with, Vert, Apex, and Wild Panda Hoss have somehow, well, I guess Vert have found their way in the zone. For Sam Houston State, this is going to be one last beam for the final game of the day. Cool Red Hood, I apologize. This was the last game of the day. Congratulations to Sam Houston State. A very clean finish at that. That third party against Kennesaw, strong. Really, really strong there. Well, let's take a look at the score one final time. I am pretty sure it is not updated yet. All right, let me do a quick refresh. Yeah, Seminole State College currently has more points, but I do want to point this out. Team 7, KSU Gold, they were behind them just a second ago, and these points have not been updated. They're going to walk away from that game with 21 points. Sadly for SSC, 9th place with 4, it's just not enough. All right, that is a 6-point game. KSU Gold walks with 21, and then KSU Black, they get all the way to, what is that? That's crazy. That's KSU Black with a 4th place finish with 9. That's 14 points. Well, hey, it makes my congratulations very simple. The points are already practically done for us, and I'm pretty sure with that final extent, you had to get 30 points for KSU Gold. So this is as follows. Congratulations to Kennesaw State. They take away the 1st and 2nd place prize for Play Versus. 1st place to Kennesaw Black. 2nd place to, of course, Kennesaw Gold. That's $700 for Black, $300 for Gold. It's a KSU dub. Both sides of the bracket. It just was really no performance for teams like Texarkana. Granted, they got disconnected twice. No real performance from squads like Haskell Indian Nation or even SJSU, who had the most points in the overall season. Shout out to Seminole State College, Florida. If not for that last game of the day, they could have stayed competitive with KSU Gold. All guns allowed? Yes, it was. Anyways, I want to thank the majority of you who did tune in for the broadcast. It's been a great season of Play Versus. I beg you guys, give feedback to the Play Versus staff, what you want to see next semester, whether it's a better scorekeeping or better scorekeeping, a different format, legend bands, more matches. Try to communicate that, private codes, whatever it may be. Send them a message. I'm sure Joe would love to hear that. But yeah, congratulations to KSU. It was a well-deserved win. They were easily the best teams in Play Versus this semester. And I hope they enjoy those $1,000. For those of you that want more college action, Saturday and Sunday, we have the official last chance qualifiers for Octane, and we have match point finals for College Apex hosted by NECC. It's a big weekend, guys. We got match point and LCQs. So very, very much. Thank you. PTX 408. Thank you. All right. One last raid. Who am I raiding? Is VOD on? No, VOD already got off. I want to raid someone with face cam. Just someone random with face cam. Oh my god, we could raid Dom. Dom has 7 viewers. Yeah, we'll do Dom. We love a good Dom. Does he have his shirt off? He doesn't even have face cam. Whatever. Enjoy Dom. You'll be seeing him this weekend in match point format. And he's a real guy. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow. It is my birthday. I might do a birthday stream just for fun, but it would just be me playing games. So if I do, you'll see it on the Discord. You can find my Discord at !Discord, and you can stay up to date with all my streams there as well. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Congratulations to Kennesaw again, and I hope you enjoy Mr. Flabby Titties himself, Dom2Crack.